our underlings are already on that task. I'll keep an eye out in case he tries to escape.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Is there a reason why you brought the elf back here?
We have business to attend to.
Fair enough. Well, get to it then, unless you have anything else to ask.
No.
I feel like we're missing something.
You can ask questions now. He won't be here once you leave.
No, I get that. I'm just trying to figure out what questions I need to ask, you see.
Yeah.
Roll perception empathy.
I don't have that. Someone else roll that if you have it.
Nope.
The official. Somebody actually rolled who has
Although
it.
I do have a question for Talso. Talso, I'm just wondering. Usually we're going out to collect something, bring something back. Is that not the mission here? Are we just going to keep peace? That seems strange. Not quite like our usual missions.
The worms have a lot of relics, a lot of artifacts. Many of them are originated from them. We're not certain, but we suspect that the rogue agent that's acting will have one or more of these objects that we'd like to get in our possession. I wasn't going to overtly ask this of you, but seeing as how you're Jacob's favorite, I think I can trust you with this for now.
And any information gathering or anything, we usually do some of that too, but...
Rogue agent?
Yep, I got that too.
We were hoping that you would encounter the rogue worm or whatever this thing is that is attacking the people of Creston and determine if it does indeed have any relics, artifacts, or other objects or knowledge of relevance to us.
And then we can kill it?
Would you have stayed behind? Because I think you were left with Krasdar, who was definitely gone.
Yeah. I'm in the backpack. I have no choice.
I don't expect you to fight if it's a worm. I dare... To be completely sincere, I don't think the six of you plus Mish plus my agent would stand much of a chance. But just keep your eyes open for anyone acting suspiciously at this conference. Especially if they have anything.
Can I just clear something up? Did you say you suspect he has a relic or an artifact?
Either or. The worms have plenty of both that they could be using.
Oh, okay.
And if this worm is acting alone, as the people of Craston are expecting, he would have to have something powerful in his back pocket to ensure his people don't turn on him.
Okay. Understood.
Anything else?
Crastar, he's thinking to himself that he's not going to heed the warning that if he can take on the things that they've taken on so far, he can take on a worm. Knowing full well he's never taken on a worm before, though.
Yeah.
Do we leave by boat tomorrow morning, Caliso?
As soon as Mish is ready, I think she's rearing to go for this one. For some
Mish?
reason, she's excited to go to a tropical paradise. I can't imagine why.
Are there whores there? I've seen her orgy with whores before.
She looks a little... She looks unashamed, actually. She's just smiling when you say that. And Taliesin kind of looks there with just a tiny bit of disdain, but then covers it back up and brings his face back to his normal neutral. They wouldn't call them that, but yes. The entertainment services are quite alive and well on that continent. That nation, rather.
Thrilling.
For some reason, I don't believe that you actually care that much for it, but each his own.
Mish, when do we depart?
Immediately. Boat's ready. Let's go. Come on, I can't wait.
Nick's gonna go grab Peter first, of course, and then...
A little excited.
Crastar's gonna roll his eyes and just go straight to the docks.
Okay. Anyone else
I asked
have anything?
Crastar. Yeah, I asked Crastar if he understands what the word meant. Subtle.
And Crastar looks over and says,
Well,
not
we're
just smash everything on sight, right? Yeah.
correct.
That
Self-control. Execute self-control until somebody says attack. Don't attack before then. Yeah.
As long as no fucking gnome stuns me, I should be alright.
In that case, do what you got to do. I understand. And I'm not going to get baited by the DM, so we're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with Krasdar to the boat right away.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything in town before you leave?
Well, you said immediately.
Just asking.
I'm good.
If you want in trouble,
Yeah.
that's up to you.
I want to go to the library.
For real?
Is that Mish or?
No.
Welcome to tabletop.
I just hate that character. I'm fine with it. If
Well-
you want to go there, go for it.
She can have died. I don't care.
Nah.
Yeah, I want to walk in the library. I don't really need to talk to her, but I just want to start looking for a book on worms to bring on the boat.
Yeah, roll research. Actually, that can be arcane lore, because I think you have
Hey guys,
that.
I'll be right back. I sat on my car keys and my trunk's open. So I have to go outside and close it.
All right.
I think that's the weirdest excuse I've ever heard in my life. Well, that's not true. A guy quit racing, his rice burner caught on fire and his kitchen was smoking. So there was that one.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
Yeah, paid off.
That's a 15. That's really good. Yes, you find several books on worms.
I'm gonna take the two most relevant for the boat.
Okay. You've got one on their society. It's like done by a covert agent who somehow spent a few years on the island of Irion, which is their little island nation that they have, who watched and observed. And there's even a section in the back on rogue worms that you find particularly interesting, given the fact that you may be facing one soon. The second book is on the general politics of the Pearlescent Ocean, which is the region of the world in which both these two islands and several others inhabit.
Perfect.
Those seem the most relevant. There's nothing, unfortunately, on fighting worms, other than a few warnings in books saying, don't fucking do it, it's a horrible idea, you'll all die. You didn't find that very helpful. Not inspiring.
Yeah, then I'm gonna head to the boat.
Okay. Assuming everyone else has gone there. I've got a little bit of world building that I wanted to share. I just thought of last week. So essentially the way that this realm is set up is there's a giant cloud of mist called the Pall, P-A-L-L, that surrounds these different oceans. They're not... Because this is an artificial realm built by a being known as the Founder, which no one really has much of a clue other than the name as to what they are or what their intent is with building this place or bringing all of your different races and cultures here. But these open patches, these oceans move through means and ways that no one really fully understands. So whenever you're traveling from one to another, you have to go through this pall, which is basically just a supernatural fog wall that you go through, and then hopefully, if you did it right, you come out in the ocean you want to. If you didn't do it right, God knows where you come out. Minotaurs have a huge advantage in this because of the fact that they never get lost. So just by that merit and their biological senses, they're able to say, even when in the pall, when they can't see shit because this fog is so dense, where you're going. So they're usually extremely well paid as sailors as a result, because they almost always get where the boat needs to go, whereas members of other races tend to get lost in there from time to time, even if they know exactly what they're doing.
I got
Sweet.
one quick question.
Shoot.
When you get done. The katana, is that light blade or heavy blade?
It is light.
Okay.
It is a longsword, other than the fact that it uses light blades.
That's fine.
Also, there's constant cloud cover above each of these regions, but it is not so thick that you can't see the sky through it. The sun gets through, but it's kind of like a lightly overcast day. You can see kind of you can see the two moons somewhat well also, and some really bright stars shine through, but there's never like a perfectly clear night, which again makes navigation kind of a bitch at night because you can't really see the stars as well as one would need to. Again, a huge advantage Minotaurs have in the fact that they never are lost, which is why they just make the best natural sailors in all the realm.
Indeed.
So yeah, I just thought of that, and it makes sense for the mythos I'm trying to build towards, so I thought I would share that with you. It may or may not come into play today, but just keep that in mind. Whenever you go sailing from one ocean to another, there's always the risk of coming out in an entirely wrong place.
Now,
That
is
said,
Thatcher
you're on a
with us?
crew with several Minotaurs, including the captain, so you feel relatively safe that you will not be ending up in the wrong location.
Crastar would like to offer his services for sailing as well, unless they're full.
The captain says, always welcome to have another of our kind, making sure we don't get lost. The first mate will let you know what your duties are.
Ooh, you look like such a bitch. They won't hire you.
That's a solid 9, guy.
Ooh, solid. So the captain tells you it's going to be about a week and a half journey. If everything goes well, the Paul's always temperamental when it comes to traveling, especially to the pearlescent. So it may take a little longer, it may take a little less, but it should be about a week and a half.
Sweet.
Anyone have any downtime activities they want to do while they're there? Or do you want to just skip to the action?
I would want to just spend some time reading my books.
Okay. Go ahead and roll research for me.
But yes, I will roll in.
Now, what did you say? Because I said that I wanted to put the pirate's flag as like a tabard onto my my armor. What did you say? Crafting? What would that be?
It's not going to be strength based.
Crafting's dexterity.
Is it?
Yeah, it's smithing that's
you're right.
strength based.
Yeah, it would be dexterity crafting. To not like rip it in half on accident as you're trying to carefully weave it into a tabard.
Oh yes.
Plenty fine. Yeah, you successfully managed that.
I would also like to retcon something.
Shoot.
If possible, Nick would have wanted to go stop by Granny Smith before he boarded the boat and tell her that he's going to Craston and see if she needs any exotic herbs or anything.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you walk up, you level the offer, being her new assistant. She says, "Yeah, you going by Arian? You know where the worms live."
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna be in that area. Yeah.
My God, I mean, dozens and dozens of plants and animals grow there naturally that are just wonderful healing properties. If you have a chance to stop by there, just pick any damn thing you find, any insect, any plant, any animal you find. Likely, I can use it for something.
What was the place called again?
Arian. I can spell it out for you.
All right.
And then that's Craston.
All right.
Yeah, but you got to be on that island. Craston doesn't have anything useful. Honestly, when the resort owners decided to give the place a makeup, they just kind of butchered everything and imported a bunch of useless crap that just looks nice. So, really nothing on that that island that you can find. But Arian, my God, if you could bring me anything from there, I'd be grateful.
All right, we'll be back in a couple weeks or so. So
Wonderful. Stay safe. And don't forget, an apple a day keeps you not dead. I need to work on that. Something more catchy. Anyways, see ya.
bye, Granny.
Okay, you got a 10?
Yeah, pretty abysmal.
Yeah, that's not great. I'm going to say you've got a general idea of where you can find things you need in case you're in a pinch and you really need to find something. We'll give you an advantage on future research checks, but you don't have anything committed to memory that's going to be very useful right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you've definitely memorized the table of contents and just have a really good sense of where to go if you need to find information.
So, can I ask just a couple questions of things I may or may not know after reading this book? Do I know what language worms speak?
Mundane like everything else, and they also have their own private language, just like everyone else does.
Do I know how big they are?
Which form? They have two different forms. Their draconic form and then the human form.
Do I know they have two forms?
Yes, you do.
Do I know if there are different breeds?
Yes, there are several. You don't know much other than the fact that almost all of them fly, and the ones that don't fly swim really fast.
Okay. And do I know if they can breathe anything?
Absolutely.
What do they breathe? Just based on what they do, or always fire?
Depends on the breed.
Okay, that's enough of what I needed to know.
Okay. Yeah, they're pretty classical dragons. They've got some differences, but not in those regards. Okay, so the journey through the Pole is successful. Nothing really happens that startles the crew or anything. There's a couple other boats that pass by, but thankfully they're all merchants. You guys are nowhere near Jastelon. It's in a whole different ocean, so there aren't a whole lot of pirates here. Also, the Entrell Navy keeps them the fuck away from the Sapphire Ocean region, which is where Entrell is located. So you get through. You do indeed arrive in the Pearlescent Ocean. And the captain, right as they reach the edge and they pierce through this very thick fog, this pall, comes to you guys and just says, in kind of a semi-hushed tone, "There is a chance that if we're spotted and then one of them will board our ship and ask for tax, tribute, for crossing into their oceans. Just pay the damn tribute. We don't want any trouble with these guys. You understand me?"
How much is the tribute?
What's that?
Go ahead, Nick.
How much is the tribute?
It's usually not that much. They demand more depending on what the vessel looks like.
We'll just let Mish handle it.
They'll demand the majority from me, being the captain. But if they notice that you're not wearing our colors, they may ask something additional of you, depending on how they view you. The more threatening.
Well, do you have any clothes of your colors that we could borrow?
None your size, unfortunately. All of my sailors are, as you can see, trolls, ogres, and minotaur.
Alright, well, I'll make sure to have Peter out on deck when they come.
Okay. Out on deck or under?
On the deck.
Okay.
That's like a show of like, oh look, I have this beast, you know?
That's fair. Anyone else want to ask him anything? No? Okay. I'm gonna have him roll stealth. It's a pretty damn big boat. Wow.
He did a pretty good job. Oh fuck.
He got destroyed. Nope. Well, that scout's really on his fucking game today. So, not very far in, you do see in the distance something that looks like a very large winged lizard. It just takes off from a small island and is heading straight towards you guys. If you want to make any preparations, now is the time.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Good Omens and Ill Omens.
Shoot. They both look good.
Yeah, so Good Omens gives everyone +1 defense, and you can reroll your initiation in the next fighting encounter.
Nice.
Nice.
And I'm going to use Ill Omens on the worm to make him -2 to all rolls. I think it does.
Does he have to be within range when you use it?
No, because I know the future, dog.
Oh shit, that's amazing.
I'm
Are those
going
your
to post
level
it.
3 and
Just,
4 skills from...
Good is my last one.
Wow.
I have to pick a stat, so it's going to be communication.
Oh.
Will be what he's weak against.
Ooh, that's nasty. Nicely done. Okay. Anyone else do want to do it in preparation as it's still flying towards you?
Yeah, Crastar's gonna do Hero's Inspiration +2 bonus any ability test as long as the encounter's going. You can only do it once.
Okay, roll it. See if it hits.
Oh no.
Nope. You're short by 1.
God damn it.
And as I said,
Oh,
Nick
wait. But you use something different other than intelligence, don't you?
What?
use
You
a
cast it
different
with
stat.
strength?
Oh, willpower. Yeah, it's +2.
You're fine then. It succeeds.
Cool.
Yeah, I forgot about
and
that.
like I said, Nick's gonna be on in Peter's saddle
Okay.
on the deck of the ship.
Gotcha.
What does that do, Crastar? Just so we know.
It's +2 to any ability test.
For everyone, we get 1 use.
Anyone.
For
No.
everyone. You get 1 use.
Nope.
Yeah, that's not a bad ability. Okay, so it flies over. Right before it lands on the ship, it transforms from its draconic form into its human form, but you notice that it's got a wingspan of about 25 feet, which is a little shorter than the vessel you're on, but not by much. This is like a 32-foot vessel at most. So its size is comparable to the vessel, which does not bode well if you piss it off and it decides to try and sink you. But anyways, as it gets close, it then just shifts form very seamlessly, very fluidly into a very graceful looking, taller than average, about 6'2" human actually, which then just kind of lands on the deck without even breaking stride, just one fluid, graceful motion from flapping its wings to walking on the deck. Just, you can't even really tell how the hell it did that. But then it just walks right over to the captain. And I'd like you all to roll perception empathy as it approaches the captain.
Got 16.
Okay, Nick, you succeeded.
Crastar got 12.
11.
Lightus,
13.
you succeeded.
Pretty sure I failed.
Yeah. Okay, Nick and Lightus, you notice that as the creature transforms into its human form, there's a little look of what you can only describe as fear on the captain's face that he quickly manages to put away. But apparently he's had an encounter with this creature before, and he's a little concerned.
Uh-oh.
The worm then walks up straight up to the captain, knowing who it is, and just smiles for a moment and says, "You know the amount. Go fetch me my sum, quickly." "Of course," the captain says, and he goes running under deck. Are you guys going to try and blend in with the crew, or are you going to be kind of obviously watching? What's your plan right now?
I'll be watching. I'll be watching this happen, I think.
I'm in a backpack. I always am.
That's fair.
I want to whisper to Krasdar, Krasdar, have you ever killed a worm?
I elbow. Hey, as this conversation is happening, I'm elbowing Krastar to remind him of our conversation.
Yeah, no.
Wait, is this a worm or is I thought this was like a?
Yeah, it's the type of it's called a worm.
Oh, okay.
Crastar leans to Grarn's like, I don't think your magic's gonna hurt this thing.
My magic hurts nothing.
So intimidating.
Yeah,
It's
that
okay.
was the most
It's
intimidating
okay,
I ever
me
heard
brother.
somebody say I don't do any damage.
Let's see. Fortunately, he definitely sees you, Zenik. He notices that each of you's out of place, obviously missing Lightus because you're in a backpack. Actually, Lightus, could you roll stealth to see how still you're being in that backpack? Or disguise. Yeah. You're in a backpack. Fuck it. Use your new disguise skill.
Yeah, I'm a backpack.
You look just like a backpack.
I'll give it good enough that you're able to just hold still and keep calm enough that he does not notice you're in the backpack.
I'm the map in the backpack.
No Dora. Dora is not welcome. But he kind of walks up to the five of you and just points to each of the five of you, and just nonchalantly just says, 1 gold each. You'll be permitted to pass through these oceans safely. Come on.
I give him 10 silver.
Thank you. You're very wise. The rest of you?
Crastar goes in, hands him 10 silver, and then looks to Grar and says, "Hey, me brother, you need me to spot you?"
I want to look to Mish, see what she's doing.
I forgot about Mesh. Please hold. Oh, he beat her. He would have noticed her too. And fucking hell. He's a good roller. He would actually demand 3 gold from her, noticing her finer equipment and always ready stance. She kind of looks back at you and just makes a gesture of, what can we do?
I want to say to Mish, will the Whisperstalkers reimburse this?
She kind of looks at you with this half look of Really, now is when you're asking that in front of this creature?
Total disdain.
But she says, we get this job done well, we'll be more than reimbursed.
Mm-mm.
Oh, shit.
There's my reward, and there's my reimbursement. They're separate. Will the Whisperstalkers reimburse us?
She kind of gives a little bit of a sigh and says, no, not this. And then she walks on and hands him a small pouch.
Krasar shakes his head in disappointment. And looks down at the gnome and says, I expected better, little gnome.
I'm going to turn and just walk below deck.
Hey, did Miss see my message?
Oh. Roll seduction.
I don't know what that is.
I actually thought that's what you were talking about earlier. I thought you already seen that.
It's communication.
Okay, that's gonna be good.
Wow.
She walks back and just kind of like, you're Azamar, or you're Seraph. Kind of like grabs your outer thigh as she walks by and says, you're covered, don't worry, it's in the bag. And then just keeps walking by you. Dragon looks around. Feels a bit light.
You're cutting out a little, Whisper.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's pinging, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not me. I was about to be sent my Discord. Whew, thank God.
This thing...
I heard something about my thigh, and you're covered.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh.
Mish walks by and just kind of grabs you on the thigh real quick and just says, you're covered, it's in the bag. Don't worry about it.
Chicken the
She
sausage.
keeps walking past you. Fafner is going to not be a dumbass and pay, so I'm going to deduct for him. Oh, shit. Fafner's broke as fuck. Did no one ever pay him last time?
No, I did. He should have 5
Yeah,
gold.
he should have 5 gold.
5?
from last.
Okay. Let's put him at 4. Yeah,
No,
he has 2
6,
silver.
because Crastar was dead. He has 6.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Crossbar.
Crastar was dead. Okay.
What about Krastar? Are we gonna have to have a discussion, guys?
I did think you were dead.
Nick,
Oh, man, we never roleplayed that you were even alive.
I think it's just assumed that he. Well, actually, no. Krastar never did find out that you doubted him.
yeah, I covered for it for him.
Yeah, I was waiting for my chance to snitch.
damn.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Good, we don't have to ever cross that bridge. Just keep on moving, Whisper.
Don't worry, we have some downtime coming. I feel it'll come up in conversation.
There's plenty of time left on the boat if you want to bring it up after this. The worm just kind of stares at Grar as he walks down under deck but doesn't make any move. Though the captain then comes back, actually passes you, carrying a small, maybe a foot by 6 or 8 inch, little kind of a footlocker chest. Walking up, kind of looks at you, and as he walks by says, where do you think you're going?
Behold, my quarters.
Alright. Just not understanding what's happening, just walks by you. And he walks up and then just hands the small chest to him, to the worm, and says, counted it out and figured it would be you. It's always you when I come here. It is indeed. Feels like the right weight. The orc. Not one of yours, I assume. Very uncivil. No, absolutely not. You mentioned a group. And then you see the worm kind of like thinking for a moment if he wants to extrapolate anymore with the captain. Decides not to. Mish at that moment just has, I'm assuming at least one of you is looking, and whoever sees her just has a look of shock in the fact that Grar mentioned the Whisperstalkers by name to a worm, and just suddenly realizing that happened, just looks very shocked. No, he was talking to the captain. Sorry. If I cut out again. My Discord is less than fully reliable.
I think we should all reset our discords real quick. I think they're having a problem.
I just did because there was an update.
Yeah, no, just do that real quick. 'Cause I'm having a hard time following.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean actually like quit it?
Mine's doing just fine.
Yeah. Did you have y'all done the update?
I did it, yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
I did already.
I only heard the worm sound like this fucking worm's crazy as fuck. He's talking to himself.
No, he's talking to the captain.
As I was saying the Whisperstalkers whisper, I thought about maybe I shouldn't say the name, but I didn't care enough to change it. And then
You said it
immediately
a
when I walked
second
under,
time.
I know. When I said the second time, it hit me. But-
Oops.
It happened.
Yeah.
Grar probably wasn't thinking at the time.
Oh shit! Now we got to kill the worm.
I'm not included in this one.
And the captain and the whole crew.
Right?
You
I'm
can't
gonna kill
the
everyone.
captain's just gonna
Okay.
give you the damn ship. I'm pretty sure. You're just like, fuck
So-
it, it's yours. I'm out.
Are you guys saying we're gonna have another situation like we did with all the gnomes?
So this is Night Fight Club. Can we just not attack everything because we said freaking Whisperstalkers? Thanks.
So what you're saying is attack everyone.
No, I never said that. Down, Smash Star, down.
So what I was saying is, he then thinks better of it and doesn't repeat the name to the captain who was not there when it was originally said. And he just kind of looks back at each of you and then takes an extra long moment to stare down Mish, who you guys... She's just staring back at him just with disdain in her eyes. Before it then says... the worm then says, "Very well. That's enough for now. How long's your stay here, Captain?" Just, he looks back at you and then back at the worm. Just about a week. Shouldn't be much longer. Good. Keep it that way. Sail safely. And then he turns, and as soon as he reaches the edge of the deck again, shifts into his draconic form and flies away.
Yikes.
Mish is just standing there stone-faced, by the way. She's not very happy at what just happened.
Well, let's get a move on.
I assume we were sailing the whole time this is going on, right?
Yeah. Yeah, everyone in the crew except for the captain fucked off as soon as they saw the worm approaching. They did not want to be anywhere near that thing. So, you continue sailing. There are many boats, all very much more luxurious looking than yours. Basically just pleasure yachts. And you do notice each one that comes through the pole is very quickly visited by that same worm. At least on your side. These ocean regions are quite large, so there's boats coming from all different directions. But that creature does seem to have very good eyes, and very few things escape its notice, as each boat is very quickly flown to. You assume a tribute demanded and then returned from. You sail for another couple days before you reach the island of Craston. You arrive, and Mish... By the way, Mish is jovial except for when Gror is around, at which point she gets very quiet and tries to get away quickly. You would all notice that as these next 2 days go by. She's very obviously ignoring you at the moment, Gror.
That's uncomfortable.
Probably.
Remember she is.
Yeah, you're not used to her not being jovial, so it is very apparent that she's intentionally ignoring you at the moment. But you get to Craston, and she says, looking at everyone except for Gror, even though he's standing right next to the rest of them, "This way, come on. We have a hotel. I hear it's quite nice. Let's go check in."
I want to linger for a second and talk to the captain.
Sure. Is anyone else staying behind?
Nope.
I'm gonna hop out. I'm gonna stare at Gror.
Crastar would stay behind.
Okay. What are you saying, Gror?
By the way, this is the first time the captain knows I'm there.
As the three of you approach, he just kind of stares at the kindred with the very creepy mask on its head. I'm not even going to ask. Looking back up at you, Gror and Krasdar, what can I do for you two?
What was the name of that worm?
Salandar.
I was actually going to ask Mish the same thing.
What do you know of him?
Damn good eye. Unfortunately, that's it. He's a flyer rather than a swimmer. Never seen it in combat, though. No one's stupid enough not to pay the taxes they enter this region.
What does he do when they don't pay the tax?
I don't know. I've never seen anyone not do it.
So you simply pay the tax?
Yeah.
Because you are a fool?
I don't know if a fool's the right word for it. I've seen other worms fight, and my god, it's terrifying. I think I'd rather fight one of the divines than one of those creatures.
I'm going to ask him, is that why he was overly nervous when he saw him, or is there more to it? Because I caught that, remember?
Oh, yes, you did. He says, no, just what I know. Go ahead and roll perception empathy against him.
Oh my god.
You got
Oh
it.
my god.
Suck it, bitch.
He's very obviously lying to you when he says that's all he knows about this particular creature. He knows something more and he does not want to tell you.
Is Smash Star here?
Yes.
I turn to Krauser and say, he's lying. We need the truth out of him.
Krastar grabs the handle of his battle axe and pulls it out and says, you see this battle axe? Do you know how many people I've killed? Maybe you should start telling the truth.
Oh,
That dude just shit himself.
His willpower, plus the fact that he's surrounded by his crew.
I think.
Still lost.
Yeah,
No, you won.
He's
I
still
won by 1 point.
Krastar wins.
1 point. That's 6 beats his 5. Otherwise, you guys were even. Even this. Oh, his stunt die was higher, but he lost, so it doesn't matter. He thinks for a good long minute, looking at the 24 minotaurs and ogres and trolls surrounding you guys at this point, and back to Krasdar, and then back to them a couple times before just giving a big sigh and saying, all right, I've seen it fight once. There was a nobleman, goblin, foolish, greedy bastard. He refused to pay the tax. From what I heard from the one survivor we picked up afterwards, creature said, no big deal, he'll let them off this time, and then went to fly away. That night, when it was dark and the moon, strangely, wasn't out, even though it should have been, it came back. All I saw was a flash. When the sun came up the next day, the boat was gone, nothing but wreckage and one body floating on a board. I have no idea what it did, but it was over that quickly. I have no intention of pissing off any of those creatures.
Thanks for being honest.
I don't know if I believe him.
You can roll empathy again.
Damn!
Well, you win, so you can burn 10 points if you want.
Jesus, I feel bad. I'm wasting rolls now. What is this going to be? RP or exploration role playing?
Probably role playing because you're talking to someone.
I'm going to go with another thing
Okay.
and push for more info.
Anything else?
I'm looking. 1 second.
Sure.
Tyra will, just because.
Okay, that makes sense. If he tries to lie to you again, that's a bonus.
Yep.
He seems at this point to be honest. He's not trying to hold anything back. But you do, being very well attuned to the ways of the mind, especially when it comes to the mystical arts and psionics, you see a little tick that you've been told about whenever someone's mind has been altered or erased by force. That just kind of strikes you as a little bit odd. It's possible that he's remembering this version of the story, but that's not what actually happened. That's your other thing that you're able to discover with that good roll.
Okay. Yeah, so there's not really much I can do at this point, then.
Probably not.
Okay. Yeah, I could talk to him. What good is that going to do?
Well, while they were all hanging back talking to the captain, I would have asked the same basic questions to Mitch. So, did you know who that worm was, and anything else special about him, or whatever?
No, I have no idea. I've never been here before. I do know that they're dangerous as all hell, and I do not wish to fight one. So I'm glad a certain somebody didn't get us all killed. But I am a little concerned that that creature may be looking for vengeance against him. So we might need to keep a bit of a close eye on Grar and make sure he doesn't wander off on his own, as he is wont to do sometimes. But otherwise, I have no idea, and I wish to never see it again.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Could you discreetly maybe tell that to... No one, actually. Just you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You got it, Miss.
Good.
That was a weird conversation.
The cringe is real in this.
Now she's testing his loyalty against the group and the Whisperstalkers.
Well, she's a little concerned about the group dynamic after what just happened, and the fact that Grar has been openly leading most of the criminal happenings to her, so she just has her doubts at the moment.
I knock on Crastar's leg from my up into his backpack. That's gonna be our thing, dude. I'm just gonna knock on your leg from here on out. Do my rat scurry thing up his arm.
That works.
I kind of want to, as we're walking back, turn to Lytus Krasdar and say something along the lines of, do you know how easy it would be to slay that worm?
What?
He repeats his pattern every time. A boat comes into view, he flies up and lands. As long as we have the correct trap ready, we could kill him in a minute.
Think we could kill him in human form? Would we even have time?
We would need strong magics to trap him in human form. With a little research, I would think that's a very strong possibility.
So we're talking long term.
Yes,
Okay, I'm fine with
Mish.
long term.
Mish is not to be part of any of the plan. She's as untrustworthy as Jacob.
I agree.
Okay. Well,
Let's
long
head
term, I'm
back.
fine with. We're not going to be attacking any worms anytime soon, though. Correct?
I, as reckless as I am, I do not want to die today.
Good. Glad to hear that.
We're gonna fight the worm on our terms.
No slight goes left unchecked, though.
We're gonna die.
It goes both ways.
And then I just want to say to Lytus, first, we kill your kin. Jungles of Golafrez have remained unbloody for long.
I'm down. We can destroy the entire village. I'm good with that.
Yeah, and then I just walk back.
A lot of money sitting in that village.
Oh my god.
What? Grastar just hears the word money, and he's already turned on to the idea.
We'll just chalk that up, put a pin in that for now.
So you guys are escorted to the... looking around, it's definitely one of the lower class resorts, but this is basically the whole island is the nice part of Hawaii. Just think of it as that. It's all very nice and very decadent and luxurious. So the shitty inn is still quite a high quality inn. It's much better than the True Seeker Tavern and inn that you're staying in. So there's that. Each room has its own accommodations, including magical hot water baths, etc., etc. It's kind of like living in the modern world. It's just all reinforced with magic or hints of technology where it's required, but you can tell just looking around that the people who run this place don't really... They prefer the arcane over the technologic. You can just leave it at that. You guys are each checked in. They only got 3 rooms for the 6 of you, so you're each going to have to bunk up, but there's 2 separate... They're kind of like mini suites where there's 2 separate bedrooms in each one, so go ahead and let me know who you each are bunking up with, and someone has to be with Fafner.
I think Nick would probably be with Fafner.
Okay.
I'd be with Krasdar. I'm not letting Lytus have him. I don't want to stay with Zenek. No. I would go with Zenek. Normally I would pick Krasdar, but Zenek witnessed some unfavorable things, so I kind of want to be close.
Okay, that's fair. That makes sense.
I go where my backpack goes.
That also makes sense.
Yes.
It's you guys.
Think about putting a couch in here and a fucking 20-inch TV. This is getting really cool, cushy.
There's a couch.
In
There are
the
two
backpack.
couches. Very nice couches.
Nice.
Luxurious silks and leathers.
Did they stable Peter for me?
Yes, they have, amazingly enough, an exotic creature stable that has had one spot rented for your group. So he's been taken care of.
Nice.
So as you guys are just getting comfortable, Mish comes to each of your rooms and says, half an hour, there's a conference room on the bottom floor. I've reserved it for us. We're going to meet our contact and hear a little bit more about the mission. Be ready. She actually knocks and enters the rooms of Krasdar Lytus and Nick Fafner and just kind of quickly knocks and yells that at the third room with Gror and Zenek and then walks away before either of you gets to the door. She's really not trying to hide her disdain at the moment, unfortunately.
Alright, I have nothing special I want to do, so I'll
Damn,
pretty much
Gar, she
break
really
down
just
that.
like you.
Yeah,
I mentioned
I-
Whisperstalkers to everyone.
I noticed that, and I say to Zenek, this is why we don't bring women along.
Hello, 1920s. We got a racist and a womanizer. This is going really great.
I mean, she wouldn't even open the door, and I'm in here, so I mean,
Uh-huh.
She's like, fuck that, it ain't worth.
Grar's over here cock blocking like a motherfucker. Krastar would turn to Lias and be like, do you really want to do this? Do we really have to go to this conference? I just want to go to sleep.
I feel like we have to go. You can probably sleep in the conference. I don't see why not.
Yeah, I could probably do that. I
I
don't
don't
really
think-
pay attention to much anyway.
I don't think they expect a lot out of you, except for smashing, so you're good.
Cool.
Except for smashing, yeah. Occasionally chopping down a tree, but
Or almost starting a genocidal war against gnomes.
Or some amazing freaking role where the entire freaking gnome society worships you or something. Other than that, you're good to go.
Yeah. One or the other. Okay, half hour passes. You guys meet downstairs. Mish is there, and there is a female there in very nice, kind of noble-looking clothing. Very colorful, too. Most of the people here are wearing very colorful, very fine, obviously, linens and silks, and, they're bests. But she looks very familiar to Seren, who was the divine of the seas that you met in Jastelon. You're pretty sure she is of the same race. The, I can't remember the name that I gave.
Siren?
I have it written down.
Not
somewhere.
Siren.
Undyne.
Undyne, thank you. Yeah, one of the water folk. It's pretty clear. Her hair is always wet. Her clothing's always a little damp, but it's very obvious she's not sweating. It's just this consistent thing. And as you get approach, you notice there's a little bit of humidity coming off of her.
Krastar leans over to Grar and says, "Oh, look, another woman in our midst."
Just what we need.
Jesus.
It's a good thing Fafner's not conscious right now.
I want to say at least this one.
Yeah.
Then Mish says, she introduces the woman their contact as Tal Eni. She is an Undyne. She has been infiltrating Krasden for a very long time. She's the one who brought us this information. Looking directly at Krasdar and Grar for the first time in a long time, as she says, please show her some respect. And then she sits down.
I go up to her and I bow and I say, Telani, nice to meet you. My name is Nick.
She kneels down on one knee to get eye level with you and says, it is a pleasure to meet you, and shakes your hand.
When she gets too close to me, the humidity that she's giving off makes my hair like frizz up into an afro.
I like it. You know, fuck it. I'm gonna play Fafnir the way that Fafnir would play Fafnir. And that
He's dead.
He's dead.
That is not going to succeed. Fafnir comes walking up with his game face on, and she just starts shaking her head no. And you can see this confidence just kind of crumbles as he gets close, and then he just Fafnir shakes his hand and then walks away, just dejected.
Krastar just kind of walks by and like does like a solid nod, but he's not gonna say anything to her.
She does sit back and kind of with a half smile and says, "Warrior, good."
Can I do an etiquette roll to see if I know how she would like to be greeted?
Absolutely. The Undyne don't have particular etiquettes. She's in Krasden, actually.
So I roll that well, and I get they don't even have anything. Damn.
No. I'm thinking. This is a noble culture, so it would just be, just show a lot of respect. That is what someone who is a dignitary in this place would expect is respect from people who dress her. So she's not going to be offended in any particular way unless you're rude or kind of blow her off. That would be a great offense.
So I just greet her accordingly. I'm not fawning, but
sure.
I show enough respect.
Okay. She does.
Yeah, I'm gonna crawl up on Krasdor's shoulder and say it's a pleasure, but I don't approach her because I'm afraid she's gonna pat me.
She looks up and notices you. A kindred. There are so few here. I've heard it's too noisy for your kind. I do hope you'll be comfortable.
Yeah, I'm ignoring it. Barely. I'm ignoring it.
Good. Let me know if the rooms get too noisy. I can get you relocated to a more isolated area, if you wish.
The dungeon.
The worm's cabin.
The worm's stomach.
Awkward. But then she says... Oh, sorry. What were you going to do?
No. Go ahead. I was going to say Krastar would purposely find a seat next to Mish.
Yeah, okay. But then Taleni continues and says, conference is 3 days. Starts tomorrow. We mainly need you here to be on lookout. You won't have to attend the actual peace talks. We figure with your talents that would be exceptionally boring. Instead, we want you patrolling the compound, making sure that nothing untoward is happening on the outside. No one tries to sneak in that should not be. We have on, well, relatively, our infiltrator in Arion is very irresponsible, to put it lightly, but they have indicated to us that there is a rogue worm currently that the worm lords, the rulers, are trying to hunt down, and it is very coincidental that right when we, the people of Krasden, experience these attacks, that there is a rogue worm. Just putting one and one together, it seems to make sense that that would be the being that's attacking us. That said, if it is indeed a rogue worm, the last thing they're going to want to have happen is peace reestablished between Krasden and Arion. Your job is simple. Just keep an eye out for those 3 days and prevent anything from disrupting or causing harm to the diplomats engaged in both sides of this negotiation.
So in other words, kill the worm. I mean,
if it shows up and you have an opportunity, that would be ideal, but they're very powerful creatures. Make sure you bring some of the guard here if you do need them.
Krastar wants to roll perception empathy to see if there's maybe he would expect her to be lying
Shoot.
possibly that there's more than just the rogue worm to be worried about?
Yeah, please roll.
I think that actually Nick would want to do that too because he doesn't feel like they're being told the whole scope of this mission.
Shoot. 13
Yep,
and
13.
5, 11. You both get the feeling that she's being honest and forthcoming.
Alright.
So it begins tomorrow. Feel free to enjoy what luxuries you're capable of taking in today. There are plenty of shops. There are plenty of beaches to go to. Enjoy yourselves, and we will see you first thing in the morning. Go on now. Enjoy yourselves.
Are there whores?
There are entertainers, yes. You will want to call them that. No one on this island will admit knowing what you're talking about if you do not.
Good. Now you can be happy, Mish. Go find some.
God damn.
Grassar
Someone's
pats
trying to
Mish.
get killed.
Grassar pats Mish on the top of the head and is all like, "You hear that?"
That's what I love to see.
She failed her willpower check.
She's going to find whores.
She walks off.
She
I think
walks
she might
off
attack
mumbling
you.
under her breath about... Actually, Nick, you would pick this up as she walks by you mumbling different names of poisons, and this one will be so quick, and this one... just these various poisons that you identify are very, very nasty, debilitating, long death kind of poisons. And she's just rolling them all one after another as she walks out of the room.
So I'm pleased with myself because I basically roasted her, right?
I assume you would be.
Grassar, I'm assuming that we were served like some kind of refreshments.
Yes.
While we were there.
Actually, yeah, as soon as they leave, that a few waiters will come in with quite a display of exotic meats and cheeses and other such things.
I assume we're
Grassar,
about... Go ahead, man.
I was going to say, Grassar looks over to one of the waiters and says, "Bring me 2 of your strongest ale."
They're on their way. Of course, sir, right away.
Nick is gonna actually leave. He's not happy with how aggressive the party's being right now, so he doesn't really want to be around them. He's gonna find Mish and ask her if she wants to have margaritas on the beach with him.
You can't do that, dude. She's already going and looked for some hoes. She failed that willpower.
I think that willpower was her deciding whether or not she was gonna kill you.
Yes,
Yeah, you're probably right.
that is more accurate. You do find her. She's outside pacing, still reciting a list of poison after poison after poison.
Hey Mish, I'm gonna get some girly drinks and go chill on the beach. You wanna come?
This
Did you say-
is not just for clarity's sake. You are not trying to seduce her right now. You're just
Oh no,
genuinely looking for
like
friendship.
generally, yeah.
She says,
Definitely not trying to seduce her.
"Absolutely,
Say girly drinks.
let's go."
Oh
Come on.
yeah, I said girly drinks.
I've heard
I'm
of
gonna-
a nice place.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm just
Okay.
gonna relax the evening away.
So Nick leaves the room just after Mish does, and you guys don't see him again for the rest of the day.
I want to turn to Zenik and kind of say, Zenik, what do you
What's
do for fun?
Whatever.
No.
Uh-oh, you're dead.
Murder, whores, theft.
Well, I mean, yeah, all of that.
At once.
Money.
Well, we got a free night here. What do you want to get into?
Holy shit.
Grassar looks over, grabs his ale, and points the waiter to Grar and says, "Take the other one to meet brother over there."
Of course, so right away. And he brings you a large tankard of some very strong, very fine-smelling ale.
Thank you.
You're
Meet
welcome.
brother. Meet brother. A toast to that nasty burn you gave that gnome. That was great.
Toast, brother.
You ready
I'm
to
gonna...
shit up? Meet brother. I know I am.
Should we just drink tonight, Krasdar? No murder, just good ale.
Oh, I think that's probably for the best.
Zenek, tonight we drink.
Oh wait, no, Constitution drinking.
I'm gonna crowd on my backpack and pack a bowl to sit and chill with the guys.
Okay.
After a couple margaritas, Nick is gonna get on Peter and try to catch a big old fish in the ocean to roast up for dinner right on the beach.
Okay, I'll roll animal handling.
So,
Oh, that's not horrible. 11.
That's good enough. What was that, Crowder?
Krastar and Grar rolled under 9.
You guys fucked up. Yeah, you're both wasted. This is very fine ale.
Oh. Let me know when I
Oh
can go.
shit!
Let me know when I can go.
They bring you the first one's dwarven to really get the buzz going. The second one is a very exotic fairy wine, much stronger than you would think for any wine. And then they just keep bringing them as you keep asking. The room's spinning. You guys don't give a shit. You're just laughing and regaling your tales of adventure to each other, just having a blast.
Can I go? Can I go? Go.
You want to roll smoking?
I don't know about that.
Sharpie.
No, it's no Sharpie. I want to act like I'm having. This is a mischievous type of thing, so I'm getting giddy like they are. Like a Guar say, "Hey, Guar, remember that one time when you thought Smash Star was dead? You had no faith he can make it. That shit was hilarious." You're welcome.
Krastar pauses and looks at Grar and is like, "What?"
Grar's drunk right now. He's just gonna say, I don't know what that silly gnome's saying.
You just called me a gnome.
I think that was intentional.
Should we eat it, meat brother?
This is getting dark.
I am so glad I left.
Yeah, I am too. Nick was
Krastar looks down at Lytus and is all like, "I'm pretty sure I'm not that drunk. That's Lytus, the Kindred. The Kindred, they taste really good though." And he kind of like, he leans forward more towards Lytus and is like, "Do you taste good, Lytus?"
I lower the mask and kind of light my hand up as a reminder.
Do you want to use
Remember?
intimidation?
Oh yeah, it's intelligence, right?
Yes.
And also remember, he has the fear that I wiped out that whole group.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Krastar just kind of pats you on the top of the head. If Meat Brother says you're a little gnome, then you're a little gnome.
Well, we can do this.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna have one more drink, so I'm just gonna order another round and yeah, try and just amuse Krasdar with beer to change the subject.
They bring you what they claim is one of the rarest drinks they have. It's a Kindred Ale, very new to the realm, very new to this part of the realm, which is so far away, and the Kindred don't visit here very often. But one of the foreign dignitaries did bring it. They only give you a small glass of it each, but they say you don't need any more. Trust us.
And then Gar just wants to make a drunken toast and say, "To the deaths of Nemesis and Solandar, may their blood bring us bounty."
Krastar raises his cup to that and says, "I double that, Meat Brother."
And then I kind of look at Lytus and say, "Is there anyone else we need to kill?"
Elven Elite Guard 4.
What?
I remember that.
He's in my notes, so yeah, he has to die as well.
Yeah, he was one
Elite.
of the guards of the fairy princess's
Oh,
entourage.
yeah. The one that completely just ignored him.
Yep.
He made my list.
I'm pretty sure you guys killed the guy that I would have wanted killed. Pretty sure he's smashed behind a bookcase somewhere.
Yeah.
His neck slid open from Grar.
Right?
Please let me someone knows that reference. I don't know if anybody know that or not.
No.
Bummer.
I'm not even on that page. Let's see. Too many windows.
None of you wrestling fans? Don't worry about it.
Oh, and then I would say, "Oh, to hell with it. Tamara the fairy.
You gonna kill her too?
That princess slighted me." she will do for fun.
Holy shit. Fafner's there, and he's definitely going to speak up and say, no, you do not kill the princess.
Ugh. Not today, at least.
If you're going to do anything, we kidnap her and ransom her. She's very valuable to the fairies. They will pay quite a handsome sum for her, but do not kill her.
Rastar, in his drunken state, says, "We all know that you would just do some nasty things to that princess as soon as we captured her. Sick motherfucker."
Put her ass to work in the tent.
Alright, Grari goes upstairs. He's had enough. He goes to bed.
This
Did you drink
campaign is
Kindred
getting
alcohol?
increasingly dark.
What's that?
Did you two drink the kindred alcohol?
Oh yeah.
I don't drink.
No, I'm asking Grar and Krasdar.
Yeah, I drank any alcohol put in front of me.
Okay. So Zenik, are you doing anything interesting with this day or night?
No, I'm just watching.
Okay. And Elias?
No, I'm going to go back to my area, to my room, whatever. Yeah,
You didn't
And
drink, you just
Krasdar.
smoked, right?
that's right.
Cool.
I don't drink.
Nick, what are you doing with the rest of this day and night?
Well, like I said, I'm just chugging down margaritas, trying to catch fish on Peter, and have a little luau, basically.
Yeah, you got a decent sized tuna, and you guys are actually attracting a few other people who are coming over. Like, did you just catch that on the back of that creature? That's amazing. They're just asking you some questions about your griffin and asking if they can pet it, things like that.
I advise them against petting it.
Yeah, they'll heed your warning
but,
then.
you know.
But you've got a
It's like,
group
do you
of
like your arm?
like 12 or 13 people by the end of the night who've all just kind of like brought their chairs up and they're sitting with you guys just talking and asking Mish about all of her stories because she's
Yeah, we got a bard out there with like some bongos or something.
yeah,
playing
exactly.
Is there any murder out there or plans of horrible
No,
slavery
just
and
a
crime?
good old luau, you know, wholesome luau.
Just lost interest.
Everybody's got a tuna kebab.
Yeah, it was
And
actually
then-
tuna. I was gonna say that.
And then you're gonna murder them?
Are they poisoned or
I
what's
could
your end game
poison
here,
them,
Nick?
but I won't.
Only if Grar goes out there.
I feel like I'm a villain.
Well,
I make
paint the tapestry black.
I make
Just-
some of the more adventurous people in our little party. I make them a little concoction of diluted death root extract, so they can have some little hallucinations.
Are you drinking any of that?
No,
Nope.
I'm not drinking any of it.
Crest-
But
Crest
some people may have asked me. Oh
Crest
no,
would
no,
appreciate
the rest of the party is not here.
Oh,
Mish
okay.
is here.
I
I'm
thought
here
you
with
were-
Mish.
Oh, my
This
bad.
is at our
Yeah, it's
beachside
just
luau.
him and Mish.
Dirty fucking gnomes. Sticking together.
At some point later in the night, Mish asks you to come with her over in private, away from the rest of the group for a minute. She wants to tell you something.
I'll go with her.
Okay, you guys go over to kind
What's
of
up, Mish?
a private little area. Can you believe what Grar did?
No, that was like crazy.
There's only
That's why I was asking you about the worm. I thought he might have been somebody
But-
important. That
Be honest with me, Nick. And I know that Jacob pulled that stupid prank on you, the same one he did me. But just be honest. Is he trying to ruin the guild? Is this on purpose, or is he just a little bit foolish? I don't understand.
I honestly don't know myself. I think it's leaning more towards foolishness. He generally seems loyal to the Whisperstalkers, but it's sometimes hard to tell.
I'm a little worried about him. He keeps talking about and committing all these crimes, and it just keeps escalating and escalating. I don't know what's going to bring him out of it, you know?
Yeah, I've had the same worries too, Mish. That's kind of why I'm not hanging out with him tonight.
Like, I don't give a damn if he dies in a ditch. Just don't bring us with him. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, they're my friends. They're the first friends I had after I left home, but you know, I just wish they wouldn't do so much murder.
Yeah. She kind of like drunkenly like puts her arm around your shoulder and pats your shoulder like, yeah, I know what you mean. All that murder.
I mean,
I've
you know,
done a lot of
some
murder,
people,
too.
some people have
Right.
to die sometimes. It's true. Some people have to die for the greater
A
good,
lot
but
of people have to die sometimes. Like
not
Rose.
everybody.
No, not everybody. You're fine. I'll make sure you're fine. But sometimes people just gotta die. Yeah, you know
I really
what I'm
hate-
talking about.
I really hate when you're friends with somebody you find out they murder a lot. It destroys my day.
Just gone.
Yeah. Nick's journal entry tonight is basically just going to be, why do all my friends murder?
A lot. You gotta say murder a lot.
Yeah.
You knew that about Mish, though.
Yeah. Well, I always assumed that Mish did like political assassinations and stuff, that
It's
kind of
mostly
thing.
that, yes.
Well, ours is like kind of political.
Yes, and they're hoping for an assassination, too. That's why she's there.
Yeah, we're politically taking over. I mean,
Oh, God.
I'm going to raise my margarita to Mish and say, to killing the right people.
That I can drink, too. Clink, and she drinks. It's getting late. I'm gonna retire. We got a big day ahead of us tomorrow. You should, too.
All right. See you in the morning, Mish.
And don't leave your griffin out here. I don't want to find out a bunch of visitors got eaten.
Good idea.
Good. Good night.
damn it! Just when we were hoping for murder.
Yeah,
Okay.
and when I meet back up with you guys tomorrow, whenever we pass somebody, I'm gonna like say hi to them and stuff. You guys are not gonna know how I know them.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine Nick coming out like his Peter Griffin and just fucking ate like 6 people?
Yeah,
No,
just the next morning.
Murder!
Body parts
I
everywhere.
make sure to bring him back to the stable before I retire for the night.
There's just like body parts everywhere.
So, Grar, surprise, surprise, I need a willpower check. Which type is it? Krasdar, what did I make you roll at the beginning?
Self-discipline.
That's the one I need then.
I need this. Crasters.
16. Damn it, you win.
That was Krasdar. I rolled an 8.
Oh! Krasdar does not get to roll anymore. He automatically fails this one from now on.
Wait, what?
He's already successfully possessed you.
Oh, I see.
Don't
Yeah.
you have? Don't you have that one reroll cast that someone did on us?
It's a
The-
plus 2, and it's not going to be enough.
Okay.
It's already
That was
passing.
also many hours ago.
Hey, I'm trying here. I'm trying.
Yeah,
Good
I still
luck, buddy.
would only put him at 10.
Yeah, that's not high enough. Both of you wake up in the middle of the night. The room's spinning.
Both who?
Sorry, Krasdar and Grar.
Oh shit! I was about to stab somebody.
You both wake up in the middle of the night. The room's still spinning. Your head's still killing you right in the middle of the hangover period. Krasdar, I'll do you first. You get the sensation that there's something nearby, something very powerful that Devash wants. He doesn't speak to you this time. He just, using your Minotaur senses, kind of like tuning into that. He's had some time in your head, and he's learned how to attune your senses where you know where this thing is. It's not currently moving, but you get the feeling it's somewhere on this island, but quite far away from your current location. And you just get this very intense feeling from Devash that this thing must be obtained, that it is very important to this being, and as a result, it needs to be very important to you.
Crastar would wake up Lightus and be like, Lightus! Lightus!
What?
Lightus. The god thing. He's here.
Here in this room.
He's not talking, but he's using me for something I don't know. I feel like some magical stuff, but the magical stuff isn't. I don't know what it is.
And you're not just drunk.
Oh, that's a good point. I'll probably just go back to sleep, but it's like I can feel it, and it's that way. And he kind of like just points in a random direction, but he knows that that's where he's being pulled to.
I'm kind of just checking the room out because he said he was here. So,
Right.
and in my opinion, he's rambling. So,
You don't notice anything in the room that's specifically arcane or mystic in nature. You do, thinking back, remember that there are some very strong psionic psychedelics added to all kindred alcohol. So
Oh, right.
that, in combination with the previous encounters he's had with Devosh, could be intensifying his connection in some way. That would make sense to you for certain. That Devosh could have a more direct link to his mind while he's under the influence of that particular type of alcohol.
There's not a whole bunch I can do for him.
Not really.
Yeah.
Crastar looks to Lytus and kind of comes up with an idea and says, you mentioning the drink gives me an idea. I'm gonna go to the bar in the morning and get myself some kindred ale.
No, what? No.
No, hear me out. Hear me out. On our adventure tomorrow, and Crastar his head just kind of starts swinging around. His eyes are kind of like doing the weird cross-eyed thing because he's so drunk, and he's just like, I'm gonna drink a little bit more tomorrow morning on our adventure, and I think I'm gonna find what Devos wants from us.
How about right now we just worry about sleep? And tomorrow we'll talk about what we need to do. How's that sound, buddy?
Can you remind me to get by the ale?
Sure thing.
I'm gonna remember anything when I wake up.
Not a problem. I got you.
He's like, I can always count on you, Lytus, and he puts his hand on your head and taps you, and then goes back to sleep.
So do I do a willpower, a self discipline here? I'm tired of motherfuckers patting me. No, I'm just trying to stare at him and disbelieve that he just patted me, but I just miss it as him being fucked up.
Okay.
He knows I don't like being patted.
Yeah, but he's drunk right now, so you give him
Let
a
it go.
pass just this once. Next time it's a flyer for him, though.
No, we have a new trick.
Oh, that's true. Okay, Grar. Same situation. You wake up, still in the middle of the hangover. Everything's dizzy. Your head is pounding. But you hear a voice in your head. I don't think you've heard the voice of Hazkrala yet, have you?
You've whispered at me a bit last session.
Right. So you have heard it before.
Yeah.
So you hear the same voice. I can't remember the whisper I did exactly. So I'll just try to be as creepy as possible, because that's probably what I did. But you hear the voice again saying, Grar, finally. We're so close.
Close to what?
Close to a solution. We will return soon. You will be rewarded. Those gnomes lack the discipline they needed. You do not.
What do you do?
I missed that. What'd you say?
What do you need to do?
Need you to find something. Your friend, the Minotaur, he knows where. Bring it back. Bring it to the tablets. It will help us.
Good as done.
Wonderful. You do this for me, I'll make sure you're rewarded handsomely, you and your friend. What is it you desire?
Power.
What kind? There are so many ways that we could give that to you.
Magical power.
It is yours.
Good.
You feel the voice. Whereas Krasdar feels like he's being watched. It's an unsettling feeling for you. You feel like there's for lack of a better phrase, a mouth close by. Not an eye watching you, but a mouth constantly ready to speak, constantly wanting to speak, but sometimes unable to. But it feels very close, like obtrusively close now, whereas you're just realizing that it's always been there somewhere in the back of your mind. It is at the forefront at the moment. Go ahead and roll Arcane Lore to see if you realize what Lytus did.
What Lytus did?
But what I did, what would I do?
Well, about what Lytus noticed. Yeah, you would know as well. It's the Kindred Ale, most likely.
Yeah, I actually want to talk to him, so when you're through that, I want to go to the room.
You aren't in my room?
Nope, I know. That's what I know. We're going to RP that, buddy. It's RP. Calm down.
Hey, Zenek.
All right.
Can you roll
so I know it was
real
the...
quick?
Probably just perception if you don't have hearing. Perception if you don't have hearing.
Nah, he wouldn't have heard it. He was trying to be pretty quiet. So yeah, Zenik sleeps through the whole thing. But at that point, you feel like this strange voice has backed off and is content at the moment with the conversation it's had with you.
I just want to quickly scribble down in the book so I remember in the morning with as much detail as I can before I pass out.
As you are content, you go back down. You remember a number being whispered right as you reach that edge of between consciousness and unconsciousness. You don't remember what the number is, but it felt important. It'll probably come back to your memory when you need it.
I am going to bang on his door, right? But it
At night
sounds
or
like
early in the morning.
right now while this is all going on.
Okay.
So I'm going to bang on his door. But it sounds no, wait. But it sounds like a puppy dog's tail because I have no strength. I've hit the floor.
Okay, roll perception hearing to see who hears it first.
Bam. No, not Krasdar.
Not Krasdar.
You want me to reroll?
Yeah, this is a different
It's a-
check.
It's a pound. It's a pitiful pound.
14, 6, 7, 11. Yeah, Grow, you here first. Just a little.
Okay, I am going to use those 5 stud points though.
Okay.
Oh crap! I'm dead.
Double damage.
The role-playing stunts, which taken me a second. Okay, exploration, role-playing stunts.
He does 2d6 hearing damage to you.
I'm going to use Tower of Will.
Okay. I assume you're opening the door then.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh no, shit! I'm not getting out of bed.
Okay, you're just gonna ignore it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've ever been drunk when stupid shit happens, but I'm not getting out of bed for it.
So eventually, Zenek, you wake up realizing you hear what sounds like a medium-sized dog just repeatedly lashing its tail against your door to your little suite that you're in.
Okay. So I get up and I open the door, I guess.
No
So
one's
I asked
there,
Zenek-
and then you look down and you see Lidus.
Linus, what the fuck are you doing waking me up?
Where's Guar?
He's in there.
Guar.
That fucker's
Guar.
in here sleeping. What do you think he's doing? It's the middle of the night.
Really need to talk to him.
Well, go wake him up. I'm going back to bed. Fuck.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go over and attempt to wake him up.
Oh, he's awake. Are you pretending to be asleep, or are you just...
No,
Okay.
I'm awake.
Yeah, his eyes are open. He's awake.
I mentioned to him the fact that Smash Star's demon is in this area somewhere. That, as I was told by Smash Star, we may be in trouble.
Krasdar's a foolish drunk.
Not this time. I would normally agree with you, but not this time. I feel like the Kindred Ale has opened up a link that we need to be aware of. Have you experienced anything?
No.
Deception.
I knew that was coming.
And Lidus, that's perception, empathy. Ooh.
All right, I'm going to bed later.
Nope.
Don't bother me with these matters unless you have.
I hear you.
Off to bed you go. Okay, next morning. Let's go ahead and take our 5-minute break right now.
Nice.
It's a good time.
That's no time.
Yeah, get a drink.
So Nick, are you back?
Yep.
I feel like we need Fafnir to get better because he is kind of a little bit of a bridge between the
Yeah,
moralities.
definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's down for bad shit, but he also doesn't do horrible stuff. So he's kind of good to have around when it comes
He's the glue
to.
that keeps us together.
Yeah, he really is. But the other thing I was wondering is, with Nick going out to the beach and having margaritas and such, when he was only doing funny soda a couple months ago, is he getting a little less naive and young?
He's growing up a little bit.
Because I mean, we've killed a bunch of people.
Yeah, he's been out in the world for a little while now. You know, he's not such a sheltered little baby anymore. I mean, he made a psychedelic cocktail for some.
Yeah,
so, you know.
I mean that one little party was a bit.
He started delving into poisons and stuff.
Also,
he started getting into the
Nick,
liquor
I need you to
community.
roll
You know.
whatever you roll to craft poisons real quick.
Oh yeah.
See if you accidentally
I
poisoned
hope-
anyone.
I hope you messed up and killed someone. Oh,
That's
damn
good
it.
enough. 14's enough. You didn't poison anyone.
What do you want to do with the poison? Do you want to be a killer? I mean, that's what I think of when I think of poison.
Well, he's okay with like political assassinations and stuff. So that's kind
Really?
of yeah. If killing one person will make the life of many people better, then he's okay with it.
So it has to be a just assassination, not just one.
Yeah.
So if I really want to get Nick riled up, what I need to do is kill his griffin and pin it on someone.
Oh shit.
Probably, yeah. He was
So
probably
basically, I gotta feed his dragon to Solandar, but make sure Nick doesn't know I did it.
Yeah, because if you did it, he's gonna go. He'll probably go.
He'll kill me. Yeah, I'll die of poison, and Mish will probably help and dance on my grave.
Yeah. Hell, Nick might even be able to get Jacob to help.
Yeah, I gotta talk to Krasdar. He's making me too many enemies. He needs to behave.
What? What has he done?
He encourages the bad behavior.
Okay. If anything, you're the one that does.
Trying to have a nice tavern that has a little criminal elements to it.
Is everyone back?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know if Lightus and Seneca are.
Lennox? Zydus?
Yeah,
I guess not yet.
all morning long, Nick is gonna say hi to people, and you guys are just gonna be like, what's going on? And people are gonna like coming up to him and like asking him about his griffin. He's gonna be so popular.
But did Mish get any horrors? That's the big question.
You want to go ask her?
No, I think the last exchange was enough.
Does this resort have like a continental breakfast? Because that's definitely where Nick will be in the morning.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, he's down there. He's with maybe some people that were there last night. They're just chilling, having breakfast.
Yeah, you join a table of 3 or 4 other people that you recognize.
Hey, Dolphin.
Krasdar.
He's drunk, passed out. Got a tree over here, needs smashing. Don't worry, guys. I got my tacos. We're good to go.
Taco.
Nice. I had tacos last night.
I have tacos every time I get a chance.
Are we ready to start?
Zenek, you there?
How's your baby, dude?
Oh, he's doing really well. At first, my wife wasn't able to get him to take a passy, and he would use her as the passy, pretty much. Yeah, but he finally took a passy today, and like the greatest thing in the world.
That is a glorious moment. My 2-year-old was a bastard. He woke up at 2:15 last night and kept me up the rest of the damn night.
Oh,
He was a jerk. He just wanted to play all night long. He wouldn't. He just kept crying loud, and I'm like, I'm gonna at least spare my wife. So I took him downstairs, thinking he'll wear himself out. He never did. He went to bed right when I needed to get up to get ready for work anyway. So I'm just like, oh fuck it, no sleep for me. So I've drank about a liter of Coke so far just to keep myself awake.
a liter of cola. Do we have a liter of cola?
That wouldn't do shit for me.
Alright, let's get to it. Who cares if Zenek's back? We're moving.
I guess we don't care. Okay. Next morning
He's just
comes.
being aloof again.
Krasdar, you wake up still having that, like, Devash has hijacked your natural innate sense of direction. You no longer know where you are in the world, you know where this object that it wants is. Which is kind of disorienting, because you're used to being just this constant comforting reassurance of that is north and this is where I am. It's very different. It's now, that's the direction I need to go and this is how far it is from me. It's like having a horribly off compass for the first time in your life when you rely on this thing for your survival. It just makes you uncomfortable constantly.
Krastar is gonna kind of keep that to himself and just let everyone lead until he's probably gonna end up asking Lytus, hey Lytus, which can you lead me to the bar so I can get more of that ale?
You really think that's a good idea?
I think it'll help.
Okay. I can't stop you, big guy, so I point you to where the bar is.
How many are you getting?
No, I don't need you to point me out. I need you to lead me. Still drunk, you know.
So you're not 100% sober yet?
I don't feel sober.
So you probably don't need any more then. You're probably good to go.
No, for later.
I want to walk in this when I wake up. Because I want to find Krasdar.
Are you there?
Yeah, you'd find him easily enough.
I explained to Guire about what's going on with Krasdar, how he wants more of the ale.
Then get him more ale.
You really think that's a good idea?
Krasdar is a grown man.
Atar.
Not a man.
He's a grown minotaur. He can drink if
Okay.
he wants.
Came to the bar.
I'll lead him to the bar.
Thanks,
Okay,
meat brother. He says, thanks, meat brother, and then looks down at Lytus and says, at least I can rely on some people, unlike others.
Ouch.
I hear you.
You guys get to the bar and you see on the other side of the room Nick is sitting with a group of 4 people. You have no idea who they are. Just scarfing down scrambling eggs and talking and laughing.
It is the tallest pile of scrambled eggs you've ever seen on a plate.
Oh yeah, it's bigger than his head. Absolutely.
Did you read what I wrote?
They don't have griffin eggs. That's okay. They're not his griffin's eggs. His griffin's a male.
Or is he? She?
No, yeah, you could tell by the beautiful plumage. You know, like it's like a tropical bird. The males have the colorful plumage, and
So not by his mountain oysters, I assume, then.
no, not.
Meat brother, what do you want to drink? I'll get it for you.
I need that kindred ale.
I want to order 4 flagons of kindred ale.
To go. I need it to go.
Yeah, they say, I assume you'd like to charge it to the room, correct?
Yeah, do that.
Okay, they go back and basically they finish this bottle off on the 4 flagons. Hand them to you. They're like little the hell are those hip flasks, essentially.
Krasar looks to Grar and says, "Are we splitting it, or is this all for me?"
All for you, me brother.
Oh, good. Man, that shit is great.
Okay. You guys meet up with Damn it, I need to write my names down in better places.
I want to go over to Nick first.
Oh,
Say, Nick, who are these strangers?
These are my friends. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
Do you think it's wise to make friends here?
What's he talking about, Nick?
I don't see why not.
I could give you 1,000 reasons.
Yeah, like the barn and the bar. And...
Oh. They all just kind of they're all
Guys,
just
would
looking
you excuse
confused
me,
now.
please?
Sure, Nick. Yeah, we'll be right over there. And they all grab their plates and walk over to a different table.
What's the deal, Grar?
You know nothing about those strangers.
Yeah, I'm not telling them anything about our mission or anything. We just had a good time last night.
They know too much.
Holy shit.
They know literally nothing.
Krasar
Grar, they don't even know my real name.
walks up to Grar and says, "Grar, you need me to kill someone?"
No. A warning will do for now.
They actually do know your name, right? Because they said, what's going on, Nick?
They know my nickname.
Oh,
Nick
okay.
is my nickname. It's not my full name.
Yeah.
Feel free to make friends on your own time. On this mission, we're here to kill.
Grar, last night was my own time. We had free time.
Yeah,
Krasar,
Glar.
Fine.
Krasar,
Do as you please.
fucking gnome.
Poor Nick.
Nick's going back to eat with his new friends, and he's going to relate that interaction to Mish the next time he sees her and has a private moment with her.
Okay.
Nick's gonna request a transfer.
We may or may not have to kill all of Nick's new friends. I mean, what?
Oh my god.
Note their faces, Zenik. If we see them on the prowl, they know too much. Be extra cautious.
A couple of them notice you staring at them and they just look very uncomfortable.
Hell, let's all stare at him. Really make him uncomfortable.
Krasar is gonna make like a quick little where he's gonna like do a quick little flex towards them, and he's gonna see if he can intimidate them. See if they'll.
Have Linus pull down his mask.
Yep, I'm about to do that right now.
That's a solid intimidation. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I want to strike fear.
Man, we don't give you anything, Nick. We don't even give you friends.
Between the Minotaur walking up and just kind of like doing this very awkward I could rip your heads off flex, and then Lytus lowering the mask in the darkness and the tentacles coming out, everyone at your table just gets up and walks away in a hurry, leaving their plates there. You're just
Nick,
left
we are
alone.
your only friends.
And then you look around, Nick, and everyone within 30 feet of you has done the same, and they've all just shuffled out of this room as quickly as they could.
Nick takes his large plate of scrambled eggs and goes to his room
Oh.
and closes the door by himself.
Solitude will do well to harden.
Hey, we're just trying to keep him away from Krasdar. You know? He doesn't like gnome.
Jesus. I want to assume you had a talk with Fafner at some point. Maybe we'll role play it next week if I remember that.
Yeah, no, he brought Fafner a plate too, and they're just eating in their suite away from everybody else.
That makes sense. So you all finish your breakfast and random intimidation of people who've done nothing to harm you, really. Before reassembling with Mish and... For fuck's sakes, I just looked up her stupid name.
It's Taleni.
Taleni, thank you. and Taleni. They have a carriage waiting out front. Quite a large one, easily houses the 8 of you. The griffin will have to walk behind. They've got like a leader leash that they tie to the griffin's new collar, or harness that you have for it now. With a little bit of coaxing, you're able to convince the griffin to go along with it and not try to rip the carriage to pieces that you're riding in. And as you're riding, Taleni addresses you all and says, "Remember, we're not here to kill people wantonly. Look for anyone being suspicious and report them to the guards, or myself, or Mish. We'll let you know whether or not to engage."
But what if you're being suspicious?
Philip might see.
It's my job to be suspicious, then I'd say you're doing yours well. I might even give you a pat on the back. Now focus. If you suspect a worm is on the premise other than the diplomat who I will point out to you at the beginning of the day, let someone know immediately. Mish or myself only, not the guards. They'll react poorly. It will not help the situation.
Is there any way to tell a worm in human form apart from a regular human?
There are ways, but it usually takes quite a bit of training in order to understand the ways. They retain a couple of their draconic features. Their eyes might be a different color. Their fingernails might be more sharper, longer, more claw-like. Things like that. Just look for anything out of the ordinary.
Krastar just kind of rolls his eyes and says to himself, "Oh, this is going to be a stupid assignment."
Talenia, will we split up to cover more ground, or will we stay together as 6 or as
Split
5?
up. The conference hall is split up into 3 wings. I assume you'd each take a team of 2 and guard a wing just to make sure nothing happens.
Krastar says out loud, That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
What's your preference then, warrior?
Why don't you have your guards stand by and in those wings, and we'll wait.
Wait, where?
Where the guards would be waiting, of course.
You want to be inside the conference room listening to the conversations we're having.
Yes.
You would rather that than looking out for danger outside.
Well, obviously, your people are more trained than us.
They're not my people, they're the island's people, and I highly doubt it.
More trained on... Krastar does a face palm.
I see him struggling, and I want to say, we'll respect your decision. Since I'm the weakest fighter, I'll stay with Krasdar.
Wonderful. How you split yourselves up is no concern of mine. Just keep your eyes out. We're almost here.
Krastar leans over to Grar and wants to do a little role play with him.
Is a little role play code for something you want to do with me? What does that mean? We're gonna care.
Like a private conversation. Hopefully no one hears.
Private as we can be in the carriage.
Yes.
Mick is listening for sure.
Yeah.
Mick is very suspicious of the whole party, especially because Mick told him specifically to keep an eye on Grar.
Oh, I wish Grar actually knew that. Okay.
No, but Gar does not know that happened.
Yes, that's too bad. I don't really suspect Nick of anything, honestly.
Krastar leans to Grar and whispers, "How is it that we're supposed to stand by and make a call out for a worm when apparently it takes a long time for us to ever actually learn the sign, but yet we're going to wait for the guards to make the decision on what we're going to do? That doesn't make any sense." I think it's a setup.
It's called bait.
That's why we have booed Krasdar.
Looks like the flask is going to have to be split between us then.
We'll stay entertained. Who
Sounds
cares?
good to me.
Who cares who passes?
Both Mish and Taleni are just staring at you two like, the fuck are you talking about? You're just not even gonna try?
By the way, I facepalm in the backpack as we're having a little conversation. As we all know, we've already had this discussion before. I'm always in the backpack.
Yes. Who would be sitting the closest to the two of them, Mish and Taleni? Would anyone be especially close?
Probably
me.
Fafner.
No, it would be
Flirting with
definitely Nick.
Taleni.
Fafner, Nick. Nick, go ahead and roll perception hearing.
Yikes, not good.
12. You're pretty close. You could probably hear them whispering.
I also have the observation talent as well.
That's true. Taleni whispers to... my tiredness is catching up with me. Mish. She says, seriously, are they going to tank this on purpose? And then Mish responds, no, they've just been moody lately. It's okay. They'll take care of it. That's all they say.
All right.
As you arrive, an unfortunately penis-shaped building, but this is it. It's much larger than this display, but there's two distinct wings.
That's what he said.
What's that?
It's a fidget spinner. You can't lie to me.
Unfortunately.
Actually, you know what? That looks awfully a lot like the Rust logo for the game Rust.
I hadn't thought about that. Also never played that game, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, it does look like the Rust logo.
But anyways, the actual peace talks are happening in the middle of the building. And there's an entrance at each of these three wings. So their hope is that two of you will be posted at each area, just keeping an eye out. Split yourselves accordingly.
Well, it's gonna be me and Fafner. We'll go on the north one.
I open the backpack and time to move Lightus.
I mean, you forgot that I was there in the first place, right?
You literally just said everyone knows I'm always in the backpack.
Right.
That was a quote from 30 seconds ago.
But you just had a conversation like I wasn't there, so...
You literally said everyone knows you're always there.
It has to work both ways.
I don't know how it can.
Because you just had a conversation like I wasn't there.
Well, we were
Yeah, but
talking about you directly, so...
Krasnar started that one.
I see me and you're going to have issues the next couple of weeks. I'm going to go wherever. I'm cool with that.
Start hiding in his boots and I won't find you.
No, that's fine. I'm going dwarf.
I mean, I'll roll something if you think it's unrealistic.
No, I'm going dwarf. I'm going to observe. I'm going into dwarf.
You have an extremely convincing dwarf disguise at this point.
I just want to seem like I'm just here to have a good time. It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with what the mission is.
15. Xenix just disappeared. It's just a dwarf hanging out by the door.
So I kind of freak out since he disappeared. Like, whoa, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
You know him well enough to know he's somewhere nearby in the shadows.
Krasnar is going to go ahead and pull out a flask and he's going to start drinking some ale.
Okay. Gwar, are you joining him?
No.
Okay. Krasdar.
I mean, a little constitution drinking.
No. You'll just fail that because, again, you can't resist this thing anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
If you zoom out, you feel the same presence, the same thing that has been drawing your attention all morning is approaching the building. Unfortunately, it's approaching from the entrance that Zedek and Lightus are supposed to be guarding currently.
Like, I can feel it actually approaching towards us, or
yes,
is it just...
yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I think every 15 minutes or so, Nick would hop on Peter and kind of do like a circular thing around the top of the building, see if you can see anything from the skies.
Okay, good to know.
Has the delegation started? Do we know that?
Yes, it has.
Okay.
Krasnar leans over to Grown and says,
I know you and Lightus don't get along too well, but I think something's headed towards their way. I can feel that thing from before pulling on me. It's here.
quick question. How far are we from Lightus?
I'll say a few hundred feet. No, this isn't a gigantic complex.
I mean, would his mind talk be able to reach us here?
I have to initiate it, though.
You do? Okay.
He has to initiate, and he has to have line of sight.
Not possible.
This is a much larger building than normal. You're probably about 100 yards away from each other currently.
Well, I wouldn't even know to initiate it, so it really wouldn't matter at that point.
Yeah.
Should I head over there? Crossstar?
I think so. I can hold my own. The sail isn't that strong, but it makes me feel like I know where things are.
I'm useless in a fight alone. It's best I go.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to Lightus and Zenek's side.
Did he recognize me?
No, I would not.
You go over
so
there.
I find no one here but a
Lightus and
dwarf.
Zenek are both missing. There's just some jackass dwarf there, just hanging out by the door.
No, I'm doing it in a very touristy type of way, of course.
Yeah, he's just like
I'm blending.
taking in the sights and looking at the placards on the walls and.
What are you doing here, dwarf?
Mind your business. Go away. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
This is my business. What is yours?
Vacationing.
I'm gonna step inside and go find a guard.
Okay.
Guards, there's a dwarf out there, a tourist in the wrong place. Can you go escort him from the premise?
Is it the wrong place, though?
No, tourists are allowed here.
Yep.
What, tourists are allowed here?
Building.
Yeah, during a peace conference.
They can't go inside the building.
I'm gonna go to Mish then and let Mish know. Mish, there's a suspicious character on the southwest entrance, and I don't see Lightus or Zenek.
Where are they then?
I wondered the same thing.
Damn it. I'll go find them. Thank you.
I'm going to break disguise. Oh, yeah, this can go both ways, buddy.
You lied to me. What do you mean? I'm not trying to get you. You lied to me.
Are you going back out the same way as you were?
So I'm going to go back out there. I'm going to follow Mish out.
Okay, so the two you come out and Lightus is standing there. Still no Zenek anywhere.
What's up, guys?
Have you seen the dwarf?
No, I've been here the entire time.
Deception.
Okay, I'm cool with that. What is it, perception? No,
Deception.
It's communication. Shit.
Alright.
It's perception, empathy to detect the lie.
There's no way.
No, there is no way. There is a way for Mish, however, who does not say anything.
Interesting. I needed to speak to Zenek.
I don't know where he's at. Sorry. Which is the truth. He's right here somewhere, I assume.
You're hiding in a tree nearby. It's about the only place that was shady enough to hide you.
I'm going to call out to him and see if he answers. Zenek.
I guess not.
And then I'm just going to walk back to Krasdar.
Okay.
So you're not going to pass that info on? Cool.
I mean, you can deceive me a little bit, but, I mean, what does Grar think happened?
I have no idea.
I don't know, but Mish thinks his ass is crazy.
No, she knows I lied to him. I wasn't trying to
Mish
deceive her.
knows I knew the right things, but I found that whole situation to be odd, so
Sure.
I just go back to Krasdar.
Krastar notices you come through the door and is like, "Well, did you tell him?"
No, I didn't have the chance.
And Nick's gonna go ahead and do
Wouldn't
one.
that that be deception? He could have
That's
told
true,
us, right?
Actually, yes. That would be deception.
He could have told Lightus because he did see Lightus at the second time.
I even asked what's up.
I want to rethink my statement because I don't even want to try and lie to Krasdar.
That's fair.
Because,
Because he's drunk and might just smash it.
there were odd circumstances at that entrance. Zenek wouldn't respond. I couldn't find him.
He does go invisible sometimes.
they're fully capable of handling whatever's coming. Mish is there as well.
Grasstar sighs and then just kind of like, all right. And then he looks out into the open area right there, and he wants to do a perception check to see if he notices anything unusual.
Which direction?
This way.
Okay. I want everyone to roll a perception searching as you're just keeping an eye as the day goes on.
Is seeing work?
Yeah, what about seeing?
Yes, I'll allow that.
Because Nick's, I'm gonna do this from the air. From
Whichever one
aerial
you
view
have.
above.
Okay, is that all 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. You only have 5 people. Krasdar sees nothing. 13. 13. Midas sees nothing. Nick sees everything because holy shit, he always rolls well when he's seeing things. Okay, so Zenek is down here. Grar is over here. And Nick is up there. I should roll for Fafner just in case.
Yeah.
He nails his 3 6s or something. Who knows?
Oh, not bad.
No, not bad at all. Okay. Zenek. You notice in the distance that there's a crowd of 3 or 4. Everyone here is relatively the same. They all look like they're rich nobles wearing their casual attire.
Okay.
But you blink, and suddenly the crowd goes from 4 to 3. You have no idea how you lost track of one of them, but one of them just disappeared in the blink of an eye. Leaves you a little bit concerned, but they just keep walking around as if that 4th person was never there. You find it strange, but you keep your eye out for that person. He never shows up again, so make with that what you will. Grar, nothing seems to happen. In Krasdar, nothing seems to happen at your side. Everything is calm. The few people who come in have their proper paperwork. They talk to the guards as normal. Nothing seems untoward.
Am I sensing at all the location of this magical object
I
getting
will
closer?
get to that. I'm going to do that after the more mundane searches. Fafner doesn't notice anything. Nick, you would have noticed the same thing. A group of 4 people, as you kind of like do a turn, you come back around and take an eye back, and then there's 3 all of a sudden. And although it wasn't as quick as a blink of an eye, you were piloting your griffin and then taking another look over there a few seconds later, but there's no way this person could have moved that quickly in that short amount of time, so that also leaves you baffled, and even from your aerial view, you don't notice that person again the rest of the day. So, again, make of it what you will. Krasdar.
I would report that to Mish.
Okay. She thanks you and says, just keep your eye open for him. If he shows up again, we've got someone teleporting around the island. That's expressly against the rules of visitation. We don't care about minor violations, but if they have something planned, something bigger, then we want to know. Thank you. Krasdar. At the middle of the day, suddenly your head just immediately starts spinning. You lose all sense of direction and guidance and fall to your knee. Grar, you would watch him he seems fine, and all of a sudden he just grabs his head and falls down, and his body's visibly swaying back and forth like he's just lost all sense of direction.
Krasdar, what is it?
That compass point just shifted a gigantic amount of space in no time at all. Like the object was teleported or moved so quickly that it just completely discombobulated you. And it is currently in the middle of the building.
I think the object that it's here. It's in the building.
Can you walk?
I think so.
I'd run for the middle, looking for Mish and Telenia as we go. I'd probably not wait for Krasdar.
Okay.
Krasdar would probably slowly make his way in.
Okay. You find Teleni first. Mish is nowhere to be found. She kind of looks up at you and smiles. Can I help you? you find something?
Oh, is everything okay?
Seems to be. The talks are still going peacefully.
I kind of look at Krasdar because Grar wasn't prepared to explain himself. He kind of let his body go with the excitement.
Krasdar comes
and so-
stumbling in a little bit later.
I'm just stuttering a little bit.
Krastar says, what's your name? Tylon? Hey, he's gonna be drunk and just call her Tylon. Tylon, so it's a long story, but there's a magical item that shouldn't be here. And it's here. In the room. Somewhere. Would it be pulling Krastar towards the item? Like, would he have like an absolute directional?
Yes.
Like he'd know exactly where it is.
Yes. If you could see the person, you would know who it was.
Krastar will do a perception check to see if he sees whoever it is that has it.
Talani says that she'll open the door for you for just a moment so you can look in, but you can't actually enter the room.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll perception, seeing.
12.
Yeah. It's one of the. So there's a large circular table, and then there's a single man, one man, very finely dressed. You get the impression that he's probably the worm who's come here to negotiate by the fact that he's alone. The other person, the other side of the table, is a group of 4 various races. I don't care to make them up at the moment, but they've also got like this group of 6 or 7 bodyguards behind them. The person with the object is one of those 7 bodyguards. We'll say number 4 because Grar has a problem with bodyguard number 4 now.
Krastar is gonna point out the guard, say, he's the one. But I don't think he's gonna give it up. Without a fight, this could get ugly. You're gonna need me.
What are you expecting? Talani says to you, Krasdar.
Let's just say that. Oh, which god is it? God damn it! I forgot.
Devash.
Devash. It's an artifact of Devash.
Oh no, that is the fallen god.
And that's what I think Krasdar thinks it is.
Yeah, he might think they're all Devash because the one in his head is Devash.
Well, Krastar made the notion a long time ago. He's not gonna. He doesn't worry himself with trivial matters such as gods.
Sure. She has clearly heard of Devash before. She kind of motions with a nod to you and says, I'll have the... Do we go now? Are we worried about this thing attacking the diplomats on either side?
Collect him immediately.
I say we separate them.
But how he's one of the bodyguards of our diplomats. We can't just go in there and demand one of the guards leave. That's going to look very suspicious to the Worm Lord.
Would you rather it look suspicious, or would you rather someone die out there?
Would Talani have communed with Mish and known about the guy? Because I told Mish about the guy that disappeared.
Yes, they would have talked back and forth. So yeah, she would roll
actually, as I say that, I kind of decide, and I kind of want to say, we've done as you asked. Do with this as you will. I don't want to force her to do anything. We were told not to intervene, so...
Okay. She says, we'll catch the bodyguards as they leave. Have them frisked, just to make sure.
That's a mistake. I'm going back to my post.
Krastar is going to do the same, but he's going to go all the way over to where Lytus is at.
Okay. Are you Lytus or are you Dwarf right now?
I'm Lytus.
Okay.
Krastar is going to approach and tell Lytus everything that has transpired so far, and then say, we're going to have to cut this guard off. I don't think he's going to give it up without a fight.
All right. Zenic, let's go. Well, obviously, I would have an idea where he's at this point, yeah? Or no?
Yeah.
There's a tree. Yeah. I mean, we're kind of out here together, and we both do the thing. So, like, he knew I was a dwarf, I would assume.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? We're gonna go fight something.
More than likely. We'll see how that works out.
All right, let's do it. Fuck it, I'm still hidden.
I do a knock on his leg like I normally would do here in this situation.
Get in the backpack.
Crastar leans down and puts his arm out so he can pick up Lightus.
Okay.
Rat scurry time.
You guys heading to the middle then?
Crastar is going to inform Lightus that we probably are going to need some range, and he says, regretfully, I think we're going to need Nick for this as well. Fucking gnome might be helpful in this situation.
Agreed.
Okay, you guys go around to where Nick and Fafner are, and Peter.
Crastar explains the situation to Nick.
I
Tells
mean,
him,
the guy's legitimately bad, right? That we're fixing to take out in our minds.
what was that?
I said the guy that we're talking about is legitimately bad in our minds, right? So we shouldn't have to
Yeah.
make it some BS excuse for Nick.
No.
Okay.
And Cresta, are you gonna say like everything, including the fact that you sense that he just popped into the center, like all of a sudden? Because Nick wouldn't put two and two together unless he had that information as well.
Crastar is going to explain that the group of guards had probably already walked in at that point, but then instead of it being a slow shift, it was a sudden shift, and he knows for sure that it's that guard.
Yeah. So at that point, Nick's gonna put two and two together, and he's gonna say, "I saw somebody disappear. I'm gonna go see if he looks the same as the guy who disappeared."
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So, Nick, you go over and take a quick sneak peek. Go ahead and roll a perception seeing. 4, 8.
14.
The guard that Krasdar described you looks similar, not the same. Wearing different clothing. The height's changed a little bit, but the facial features are pretty close to the same as what you saw.
Do I recognize draconic features?
Roll arcane lore. No, you do not.
Okay, so I don't think it's a worm, but I do think it's probably the same guy.
Seems likely.
Okay, I find mission tower.
Okay.
Crastar is going to, he's probably going to notice that Grar didn't go into this area, so he's going to go back over here and let Grar know.
Yeah, Mish actually goes to all three groups and then tells you, as soon as this conference is over, the Worm Lord is going to depart. When he's gone, we're going to rush the room. We're going to get this imposter under control and figure out what the hell's going on here, okay?
I think
Right.
you're over there.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, yeah, Lightus would be
She
with
also
me.
says, I think we might want to keep at least one person outside just in case.
I'll stay outside.
As the Worm Lord is leaving. We just want to make sure he isn't ambushed.
Why don't we leave the AFK outside?
You can leave Fafner if you want.
Yeah, he can get that aerial view too because he can fly. So
Okay. Let me make the room a little bigger. Oh, here goes my drawing skills.
yeah, I'm actually gonna dismount Peter, so we're gonna go in separately, me and Peter.
Okay. And let me put my shitty doors.
Those are really good doors, by the way.
Show you
Yeah, I think those are the best doors I've ever seen.
All right, good enough. That's a room. Why not? How do I get to? Oh boy. These are all shitty.
No, they're good doors, dude. Only ones I've seen better were not hand drawn, so you're good to go, bro. You're good to go.
Indeed.
Okay, and I want like a soldier or something. Sure, why not? So orange is the Warm Lord. The 4 greens are the diplomats for Kraston, and these female soldiers are the guards. They're not all female soldiers, obviously. So Fafner's someone outside. You guys are listening, and I don't have a good icon for her yet, do I? Ugly warrior. That's great that there's ugly warriors.
Damn, Crowstar DM called you an ugly warrior. Oh, control check.
I heard that one.
There's a shirtless adventure. Nice. Shirtless adventure token. That's a thing. Anyways, wow, I must be tired. This is Mish down here. Teleni is not going to fight, obviously. Also, Peter Griffin can't fit in this room.
Okay, so I'll have him out there, Joe, just in case. If
Okay.
I have to run outside real quick.
We're outside, right?
Yeah. You guys are just outside the... You guys are in the middle area, currently.
Is there a table or some sort of
Yeah,
object?
it's right here in between those two. Pretty much exactly the size of that blip when it disappears. But anyways, you can hear them ending. You hear people standing up from chairs, and there's a little bit of small talk before this door opens, and you can see the taller than average human gentleman opening it, and just kind of looking at the three of you. Excuse me.
Two.
What was that?
There's only 2 of us.
Did you launch an F-bomb at him?
Who?
You! What did you
No,
say?
I said there's 2 of us. Oh, I didn't see.
That's right.
I
I'm sorry.
I didn't
He
see.
wouldn't,
Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't see you. My apologies.
Yeah.
Bomb.
I was like, what the hell? No. I'm being quiet. That's the whole point.
Yeah, no, you're right. He sees it to you and says, "Can I help you?"
Crastar leans in and says, "Sir, you might want to leave.
That was my
Things could get
response.
ugly."
I think he's just waiting for you guys to get out of front of the door.
Crastar will move out of the way so you can get.
As he walks by, he says, "Feel free not to take it too easy on them," and then just walks out of the building. As he walks away, you can hear that all the diplomats are all talking to each other, and the guards have kind of assumed a more circular position around them at this point.
Let's go in.
Crastar will enter and say, "You guard." I think it. Which one would it be? Like this one?
Nick's gonna try and sneak in, so it's gonna.
That one.
Oh, he does not.
It's that guard right there.
Yeah, upper left corner.
He's Crastar says, "You guard. I'm gonna need to talk to you.
But what?
You have something that you shouldn't have."
He does not notice you, Zenek, by the way.
Okay.
No one in the room seems to notice as you first slick in. He definitely notices Nick as he goes, "Arr!" as the door just creaks as you slowly try to open it.
Well, once I realize it's evident that like I did a very bad job, I just walk in the room and
Okay.
do my best to look like I'm blocking it.
He just kicks the damn door in.
All right. Sorry to interrupt you, Krasdar. Please continue.
He says, "You have something you shouldn't have," and it calls to me.
What? It calls to you?
Crastar is going to roll an intimidation and say, "Don't play stupid with me. Get over here."
19, holy shit.
Craftstar is going to use a role-playing stunt. He's going to do a stun silence. Let's see, that's 5. So stun silence and another thing.
Okay, what's the other thing?
He's going to roll another intimidation and say, anyone make any move will be cut down by me and my friends.
Jeez. Ah, shoot. You're not threatening their charges.
I got 18.
Wow, he beat them on that. The guards seem hesitant to do anything. One of the diplomats speaks and says, "Excuse me, sir, who the hell are you, and why are you threatening our guards?"
Mind your own business. Your job here is done.
The diplomats start all talking to each other. The one guard you singled out says,
Oh, oops. I didn't mean to roll that. My
That's
bad.
fine. Look, man, I have no idea what you're talking about. Just
You may
Calm
not
down.
know.
calm down, please.
Craftstar is going to go ahead and meet the guard halfway and kind of do like a hand gesture, kind of like move towards me kind of thing.
Okay. Grar, would you have entered the room yet?
I'm kind of lingering on the precipice.
Okay, everyone but Grar make a perception seeing check, please.
I wouldn't see shit.
That's true.
Is searching good or just perception?
18.
It would have to be seeing for this.
Too bad I'm not out of the backpack.
12, not high enough.
Craftstar only rolled 10.
Nick, you would see it. Okay, so Nick, you're watching this guard pretty intently, and you see him look up towards the ceiling and out in this direction just a split second before you hear a loud coming from outside the building somewhere up in the air. He looked before the sound came. You know that for certain, but just barely.
So he knew it was coming.
He did. He somehow knew it was coming. But he starts panicking at that point. And then he throws his hands up and says, "Look, whatever you're bringing here, don't. You don't need to do this."
He's framing us. I'm going to say that. He's framing us. He knew this was coming.
What are you...
Craftstar is going to pull out his bow. Can he do an attack, or are we going to roll initiation right now?
You can attack and then roll initiative.
Okay, Craftstar is going to attack him with his bow.
Yeah, I'm jumping out.
And
That's
Nick's
it.
gonna coat all his arrows in crow poison.
You say that's a hit?
Yeah.
We just attacked this dude already?
Yep.
Can I look over at Mish and see what her response is after that arrow hits?
Yeah, I want to kick Crash Star in the shin, by the way.
Only if you can beat a 17 on seeing to spot where she is in the room.
Hey, I beat that. Do I know where she is?
Yes. She's down here.
I don't even think it's possible for me to roll a 17.
3 sixes is an 18, so you would need 5, 6, 6.
And that's perception.
Crash Star in the shin.
Yeah, it's perception. No. Why are you rolling accuracy, Linus?
I'm
He's
kicking
going accuracy brawling to kick me in the shin.
Okay, you kick him.
because he's supposed to not attack until someone told him to.
He also has armor 8, so it doesn't do shit.
Well, he knows I kicked him, though. That's all that matters to me.
Yes.
I did 1 point of damage.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
usually I'm the one that attacks people with a room full of people, but you know,
Yeah, so Nick is gonna coat all his arrows in crow poison and look to Mish for guidance.
oh, that dude's almost dead.
Yeah, you put a great arrow in his shoulder, and he staggers back to the edge of the room. Now panting, you see the blood starting to come out of his mouth. He coughs up some blood and says, "Detain them!" And all the guards pull their weapons on you. Roll initiative.
Yep, you should have told them all to leave. Except for
So I have a question here,
Shoot.
Whisper. I cast Good Omens while we were on the boat,
Yeah.
and it seems like it still applies at this time.
Good omens.
Yes. So I mean, based on my interpretation of the spell, but obviously I'll default to you.
I'm fine with that.
It just says next combat.
That's fine by me.
Okay, so everyone can re-roll initiative and take the higher.
So sweet.
I
Nice, sir.
don't know.
No one fucking needs it. Jeez.
Yeah,
And
I got
I think
16
everyone
defense,
gets
so-
plus 1 defense.
So I had 16 on mine.
You want me to change it for you?
Yep, and I got it. I want to keep my
I
16.
got you.
16 is better for me. So.
I'm missing Zenek.
yeah, hold on, I was on the wrong thing.
Yeah, no problem.
So when I lower my mask, is you may do the.
So what? Do I roll twice and
Yeah,
take the
twice,
better?
Take the higher.
Yeah, so I'll take the
15 it
15.
is.
I gotcha. Let's sort descending. Grar, you're up first. The 6 other guards in the room have pulled their weapons. The diplomats are all ducking down and holding their hands out on their heads, trying to brace for impact.
I am sprinting to the wounded guard. I don't need to actually sprint, but I'm running to him, and I want to get him in the corner and cast Arcane Blast.
Oh my god!
He's just gonna decimate the dude's face.
Oh shit, do I want to do this?
No, don't kill him.
no.
I didn't
once-
start
for-
this
for-
shit.
They're
once
trying
we
to
please get
frame
information.
us. They're trying to
Just-
frame us so we start a war.
Just once, can we get some information from somebody without killing them, please?
I'm torn. You guys are saying this, but Krauser already shot someone.
Yeah.
I kicked him already. I proved my point.
And I want what this guy has. No, I don't even know. He's. You're right. I'm just gonna. Can I wait on it till the end of this
You
round?
can hold.
I'm gonna hold my action.
Lidus.
You're not gonna roll for fate.
No, fuck you guys. I'm. You're good, Krauser. I mean, you're good.
Meat Brother's good, even though he just shot the guy.
So I assume at this point they're going to attack us, yeah?
That seems to be the intent.
Oh, they're not gonna last long. That dude took 9 damage.
You're also assuming that everybody has that same situation that he had. Such a bad situation. I'm gonna lower my mask. We know that much, right?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your intimidation.
Oh shit!
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Oh, look at the little guy with his mask.
Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, that didn't work.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna hold, man, because I'm not gonna get ignition. I'm not going to get battle here.
It worked on the diplomats. They're all terrified of you.
Good, I hate the mask.
Like, oh my gosh!
Well, I have this little icon that looks kind of like barf, even though I know it's supposed to be acid. There we go. They're all terrified.
I scared them so bad they threw up themselves. Hell yeah, dude.
Just blah. Group for.
They saw all the tentacles flying out of his head, and they're like, "Oh my god, head tie!"
Any other action, Lidus?
No, I'm gonna hold. I don't want to initiate combat.
Okay, Nick.
I know what happens when I do.
Nick is gonna look to Mish to see what she's doing.
She just slowly shakes her head no to you from the shadows.
Nick's gonna put his weapons away.
Okay, Zenek.
Zenek's just staying hidden.
Okay, Krasdar.
Oh, God.
Krastar is gonna roll an intimidation check against all the guards. Tell him, "Stand down. He's the only one I want." Ugh.
That was
Oh Jesus!
Oh fuck. Oh, I still beat him. And by a lot, too. So he's gonna go ahead and bull rush the guy,
Okay.
and he's gonna go ahead and use accuracy brawling and kind of like try to get him in a hold.
Okay, go for it. You beat him, so you've got him.
He's not. Crastar's not looking to hurt him, but he's just looking to get him to understand that he doesn't want to actually kill him. That he just wants to. He wants to know how he knew that, or he wants to know how he got such power.
Okay. So what are you saying?
I'm not here to kill you. I just need to know, why do you have such powers following you?
Yeah, I don't. You just shot an arrow in my damn shoulder. What the hell's going on? He's like looking at the other guards who are all just staying the fuck away and looking at the diplomats who are cowering in fear. Somebody help me! These people just assaulted me. Arrest them.
Crastar looks over to Nick and says,
Did you see anything out of the ordinary? You were right next to him.
He
Nick,
heard that thing.
Nick,
He looked before
Nick.
that. Yeah.
roll willpower before you say anything.
Oh no.
You can't remember.
I can't remember it.
Nope. Something's happening.
No,
in memory. The event's
didn't-
gone.
I didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
I want to use my action and walk over to the guy
Okay.
and just start searching him.
Okay. Yeah, roll investigate.
I mean, Krauser's got him pinned. I just want to go through his shit. What the hell is investigate? Perception?
Perception? I believe. Isn't that what it is? I believe there's investigation in there.
He might be
Okay.
searching.
No, it's searching. Sorry. My bad.
Those are all under perception, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
13.
Wait, what are y'all trying to do?
I'm trying to figure out if we can find out if this guy has any kind of magical items on him.
You just find his normal guard gear. If he does have an item of power on him, it is hidden as a standard piece of guard equipment at the moment.
Can I do an arcane lore check?
Sure.
That's pretty good.
18. One moment, please.
Oh god, he opened the drawer. Everybody's dead.
You got 18?
Yeah?
Yeah. Everything seems to be ordinary.
Ah, fuck.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna turn and walk back to the door. I still haven't seen Mish, so I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. The guards are very confused. They're all kind of standing back in the corners, terrified of Krasdar. So they're all... they tell the diplomats to run, and unless anyone bars their progress, they just book it the fuck out. The guards are...
If they run through my door, I'm gonna say something.
Sure.
Calm down. Everything's okay.
Roll persuasion. 9, 10.
Now we all heard the noise outside, correct? Like,
Yes,
there's no way of missing that.
No, there's no missing it. They just run past you in a frenzy, in a panicked frenzy. They don't even register they heard you as they run past.
Crest.
No,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna run outside and go look at what this in the direction of the sound.
Okay.
Midas, are you gonna do anything?
Oh, I was just letting you guys do your thing.
Okay, Krastar is going to roll another intimidation to get the guards to listen to him.
No one leave. There's a creature outside, and it's big. It's probably the rogue worm that we've all heard about. Go out there and fight. Protect yourselves or die.
You just told these guys they're gonna die. I ain't going out there.
Yeah, you scared them. You told them this message, but you did it in an intimidating way, so they're just no. They're not willing to go outside currently.
Well, that's
a
probably
few
a
of them
good.
go run after the diplomats, but to tell them to hide somewhere inside rather than going outside. So you've cleared part of the room out, if that was your intent or not.
Definitely not. Cresser is trying to rally the troops.
You don't do that by scaring them typically.
I am really, really excited about something though. I was afraid this was gonna go off without a hitch. Woo! That was close.
Right? I thought we were gonna have to kill everyone.
You guys told Crastar restraint, so it's probably the best.
I feel like an arrow in somebody is restrained.
Is anyone else doing anything this turn? It can go to freestyle now.
Yeah, I want to yell for Mitch. I want Mitch. Where are you?
She comes out of the shadows.
Everyone's cutting out.
Guards out.
Doo-doo-doo.
Hello?
Hello?
Am I crashing?
Yeah, you're cutting out.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back.
Whisper, are you cutting out?
Yeah, my ping's pretty
Everybody
bad
was
right
cutting out for me, but I disconnected and reconnected, and it's fine.
Yeah, I want to. Oh,
My ping's solid now.
now. Why is my ping so damn bad? Oh, the server has bad ping. The server just went through a bit of
Whisper.
It looks like it's stabilizing. What?
Change the server location.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that's... It looks like it's stabilizing now.
It's gonna keep doing it.
Where do you have it based out of?
US West.
Go east or south or something.
Yeah, because we have problems with South, and we both live in Texas. So
Alright, how do I do that real quick?
right click on the server and go to settings.
Overview, and then under overview there'll be server region, and just change it.
Okay.
It doesn't affect anything honestly, other than the connection.
US South.
Yeah, I would just.
Oh,
You all
I
there?
did a quick little reset.
Oh, it's so much better now. Good call.
Yeah, it does sound a lot better.
yeah, so I want to yell for Mish. Like, Mish, come out.
Yeah, she comes out.
What do you want us to do?
I didn't want you shooting an arrow through the guy's shoulder. My God.
Crestar intervenes and says, well,
Are you still holding him?
Yeah, Crestar is still holding on to him.
What are you saying, Krauser?
Crestar says, well, I didn't kill him. I just wanted to question him, but I knew he wouldn't without any pain.
I'll just answer your questions. Just ask them already.
Where were you last night?
Asleep? In the barracks?
Can I roll to see if he's lying?
Sure.
Oh shit!
He's telling the truth.
I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna persuade these two guards to leave.
No. I stop him and say, no, you're asking the wrong questions to the wrong people. You two guards, you know this third guard.
Ooh, this could get interesting. Now that you mention it. What's your name? And the guard in the corner starts looking a little panicked. Visibly, you can all see that. It's Frederick, guys. Don't start playing these stupid games with this crazy Minotaur. You saw what he did to me. He could kill you guys too. Don't stop, please.
Crestar pulls out his skinning knife and puts it to his throat. You're gonna tell me the truth, or you are who you say you are. Ugh.
He just freezes up in terror, just staring at your intense eyes, and just all of his muscles seem to lock up involuntarily. Sorry. He does not respond.
Crestar calls for the other two guards to come over here and inspect him. Do you recognize this man? Is he who he says he is?
Ooh, that guard rolled well. I don't remember Frederick in the barracks, and the
So
Garrett.
you're telling me he wasn't in the barrack?
I don't believe so. I don't remember him.
Krastar looks at the guard he has the knife to and says, "No, tell me again, because now we know that you weren't there. Where were you last night?"
I don't understand what's going on. I was in the barracks last night. I don't.
Did you have a dream? Something? Anything that might have been out of body, maybe?
A dream? No.
Think. Your life depends on it.
Ah, shit. I'll take that. I had a strange dream. I was falling into darkness. Does that mean anything?
Krastar shakes his head and says, "I don't know what to do with you, but I feel like if I let you go, things might go for the worst." And Krastar goes ahead and just grabs the guy by his collar,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to say, "You two follow me. We're going to go outside. We're going to confront this thing."
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna jump over to Nick, who's outside. As you run out, you just see Fafnir staring up at the sky, and Peter Griffin is doing the same, just sitting next to him. As you look up, you see a giant worm just flying, circling around a different part of the island. It's a few miles away, so it's not immediately threatening you. But it seems to be circling and looking straight down at something that it's doing these circles around.
Is it the worm that took us down when we entered, or
no.
is it like a different one?
No,
It's a
totally
one?
different coloring.
And does it look in any way like the human version of the worm that I saw, the diplomat?
No. From what you saw of the first worm when it changed form, its clothing was a similar color to its draconic form. The diplomat was wearing gold, different metallic shades in gold. This one is a dull green in color. So, if that's a consistent pattern, this is definitely not the same one. And Fafnir just looks over to you. What do we do?
I'm gonna go do a little scouting, see if I can see what it's interested in, and I'm gonna hop on Peter, and I'm gonna try and like fly over there, see if I can see what it's seeing.
Okay, yeah. Roll animal handling, please. That is very good. You're able to keep Peter Griffin under control, even though you're flying it towards the face of death.
Uh-oh.
He's able to stay under control. Okay, the room of interestingness. Let me just get Lidus's favorite thing out real quick. As you start, Krasdar, as you start pulling on him, it's hard to explain exactly how, but suddenly his stance becomes a lot more firm, and he felt like weak and feeble and unable to resist you. And as you try to pull him out, he like puts his front foot down, and you suddenly just cannot move him, like he's just turned into a statue. He then takes the one hand that doesn't have an arrow through it and kind of like holds it up, and there is a bright blue flash of light. I need Lidus and I need Krasdar to make dexterity acrobatics saves, or checks.
Oh.
What do we do?
Did I roll that twice?
Ouch.
11. Why'd you roll it twice?
No, I think my mouse has been messed up. Like if I press a button, it'll like double tap.
Okay. It does no damage, however, it does move you 5 yards back.
Good.
So a shockwave of force comes out of his hand and pushes the two of you back. I need to roll that one more time for the other guard. Holy shit, they both resist. They now draw their weapons and their attention is turned towards the guard now who's acted hostilely against you.
Crastar goes ahead and pulls out his battle axe. Are we going to need to roll initiative again, or is this you're just going to stick with what we have?
No, we can stick with what we have currently. Just drop Nick out of the order. He then starts chanting. Grar, you immediately recognize he's preparing a spell. Lightus, you would recognize that too. It's your turn though, Grar.
I'm gonna hold my action and stay where I'm at.
Lightus.
Yep, I'm looking.
It's like a bunch of laser pointers.
Hey, give me a second.
Everybody pulls their laser pointer out of their pocket and points it at the guard.
So wait, he used his strength and stopped moving with Crastar, and then now he's casting too?
Yes.
Fuck you guys, I'm out of here.
Right here. All you gotta do is move to this point.
Does that make sense to anybody else, or is it just me who's catching the fact being he stopped with strength and he's using spells? That doesn't seem odd to anybody at all?
My job's not the question.
It really is. It really is. You're a fucking mage. And you're a utility mage at that.
Not me. My job's to kill.
I'm not even there.
I'm not moving. I'm trying to think. Give me a second on this one.
It's right here.
I'm not talking to you, Crastar. This is your fault.
So what's the deal with these other two guards?
They're on our side, but they're
They turned on
expendable.
him.
They turned on him. Okay.
Yeah, they both resisted the spell, and they're standing there with their weapons drawn towards the lone soldier with the arrow in his shoulder.
You know what? Let's go a different route with this. I want to know about him. I want to know what the hell he's doing.
Okay.
I think I did pretty well there.
Yes, you did. He's casting a teleportation spell.
Oh shit! Yeah, I scream out, "Get his ass!" He's teleporting.
Nick's not here. Zenek.
Can I activate my action when he says that?
Yeah.
I just want to run over and touch him.
Okay.
I don't really know how they work. I'm gonna run over and hold on to him.
Okay, roll accuracy.
It's this guy right here.
It's the one in the corner.
Oh, is it the one in the corner?
Yes, it's the
Oh,
one in the
okay.
corner.
Got 6 stun points and I rolled a 17.
Very nice.
So it's
Those are role playing stunts, though, right?
He's rolling dexterity plus his spell. I'm not going to show you what he's got. What'd you get total?
17.
You failed. You grab him, but his whole body feels like it's made of stone, and you're just unable to move him at all. Feels like if he wanted to move, he would just move you out of his way. Zenek, your turn.
So did Grar pass or fail?
Fail. Like he's
Okay,
got his arms
well.
wrapped around him, but as he's moving to move his spells, you can notice Grar's just being pushed out of the way by even the slightest movements.
Yeah, I was just wondering because he had 6 stun points. So,
Yeah, no, he failed.
well, then I
Grar,
just
he's definitely got an enchantment up. This is not normal mortal strength that he's using. He's done something to himself.
right. Well, Grar putting him in that position pretty much ended my turn. So,
Are you trying to get to attack him or grab him? Because you can go here and do that.
well, I could have shot him from here. Was the point? But I'll just hold my turn.
Okay. Grazdar?
And Crastar is going to run up and attack him with his axe.
Okay. Hit. Dead. Splits him right in half.
Wow.
Actually, as the axe hits, it sounds like it's hitting stone instead of skeleton or flesh. And it just, as it rips halfway down his head and into his shoulders area. And then the body just kind of shatters at that point, and the axe goes all the way down. And there's just it's kind of disturbing. His body falls apart like a bunch of stones, but it's still like solid blood, and you can see the bones and the organs just kind of in place, frozen there.
Krasar would look at Mish and be like, "What the fuck was that?"
Don't ask me. I'm not a mage.
I want to just be scrambling to mash everything from this carcass into my bag. Organs, whatever. No regard for anything.
Krasar takes the skull, the severed skull, and puts each half on his horns.
I like Krasdar, get that, but everything else down to whatever I can fit of this whole human in my bag goes in.
Oh, that's so nasty. Okay.
I'm glad I moved up, and I'm glad you murdered him.
The two guards run. They're just like, this is above my pay grade.
Krasar asks Grar, "Are you sure you checked him properly? Because I'm pretty sure he might have had something on him."
I have to show Jacob when we reach the guild. This is above my knowledge.
Is this even over yet? This couldn't have been the rogue.
I have no idea. He was a talented caster. He was no match for your axe, though.
Nothing is a match for my axe.
Nothing can stand up to Tree Splitter. Grar and Lytus, I'm going to allow, for the sake of rule of cool, that you can attempt one time an arcane lore check to try and dispel the spell that has transformed his body into stone, if you wish.
Nope.
Ooh, that fucked up. Do you want to try it as well?
So wait, his body's literal stone?
Yes, at the moment.
So I'm packing stone into my bag.
Yeah, it's real damn heavy, too.
Fuck, Krasner, you're going to carry my bag.
You could try to dispel it if you wish. That does it. So as you finish your minor incantation, suddenly it all just goes, and your bag is just completely full of blood, and the floor is just covered in blood
Yes!
and gore, and all just immediately liquefies and just splatters everywhere.
Krasar looks over at everyone and says, "Yeah, you guys really wanted to be, show restraint, huh?"
I felt that I did show restraint, actually.
I meant for me.
Yeah, you really should have held restraint. And all this is because you shot the guy with an arrow. Let's not forget that.
Krasdar, you did the correct action.
Incorrect.
Holy shit.
We're going to have a goddamn meeting here pretty soon. I guarantee that.
How could this be a mistake, Lytus? He was an interloper at this conference.
Why was he here?
You wouldn't
Oh,
say.
right. We can't find out because he's dead. Exactly.
What were we supposed to do? Separate and teleport with him? That would have been even worse.
We could have not shot the dude with an arrow and went from there.
Dead is better than gone.
What is dead may never die.
Can I do a check on Gore to see if he's really a mage?
I spend too much time with Krasdar.
Roll deception. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, he is an orcish mage, so
Fuck.
Yeah, Linus, you're starting to get the feeling that maybe you're not the sick and twisted one in this group after all.
So I'm going to just start walking outside to see where Nick is.
Okay, is everyone else
I've got
too?
a bloody bag.
Krasar is going to approach Mish and ask her, "Is this over?"
I don't know about the roaring, but I mean, you just shattered him into 100 pieces. I'm pretty sure he's dead. That's
Yeah, I
over.
can imagine.
Let's go outside and figure out what this other problem is.
Okay.
Good.
So where am I at this point?
You're flying the not so friendly skies. So you and Peter Griffin are bull rushing straight towards this giant green creature. You get within maybe a mile when Peter Griffin starts hesitating and wanting to at least turn parallel rather than going towards it. Are you going to try and force him, or are you going to let him?
No, I'm gonna let him do his thing. I'm just gonna try and see from there. If I can
Right, I
see what
remember
this
that. Roll
dragon is.
perception seeing to try and spot what he's flying over.
10, 15,
18.
18. Yep.
You see there's a small caravan, a couple wagons, a few people on horseback, and what looks like a small procession of maybe 10 or 15 guards. They've all pulled out bows and they're firing very feebly. Most of the arrows not even getting high enough to hit the dragon. The one or two that hit just bounce off its scales, doing no damage.
So wait, is a dragon and a worm?
They're the same thing.
Okay, got.
Now, would any of us, are these the same guards that we were just had that situation with,
No,
or are these
no.
different guards?
No, they're several miles away.
Okay.
This is a different group.
Can I tell what the caravan is hauling or anything, or anything
Yes.
else?
Go ahead and roll perception searching to take a more in-depth look.
13.
You notice that the caravan is gold in color. It matches very, very closely to the worm diplomat who just left a little while ago.
And okay. Then I'm gonna fly back to the place that we were at just now.
Okay. So as you all go outside to take a look at what the hell's going on, you see the giant dull green colored worm flying in the air. You see Peter Griffin with Nick on top coming back. When suddenly it's the creature in the distance inhales and then breathes out this spherical green, sickly looking cloud of gas that just goes flying straight down. And when it hits, there's just an explosion of green gas covering. It's a long ways away, but it looks like it's got to be 100 feet at least. Just a huge diameter of this sickly gas just spreading. And Nick, from the height, as it starts to dissipate, you notice that all of the plants and all the animals, they've just died in that cloud. You do notice one thing seeming to fly out. The golden worm, the dragon form of the diplomat, you assume, has escaped the cloud. He was not killed by it and is flying the hell away in the general direction of Irion. The green dragon does not give pursuit, though. It then flies in a different direction towards a different coastline than the one that the gold worm is retreating towards.
At this time, does Krastar still feel any kind of tugging, or is it just it was just a link between me and that?
The tug is straight towards Grar.
Oh, okay, it's the body then.
Grar seems to have whatever that object is in his possession right now.
Krastar says to Grar,
We may have killed the man, but it seems as though that power is still resonating near you. I think it's in his body. I might have to get it out.
I think it's best we hold it and show it to Jacob.
Krastar accepts Meat Brother's advice.
Okay.
I also just want to let him know it's beyond my skill. Beyond my ability.
So, guys, I think it's probably pretty self-explanatory, but I'm pretty sure that green guy just attacked that gold guy.
Shut up, you fucking gnome.
Oh, poor Nick.
Holy shit.
Nick, out of character, I feel really bad if that means anything. Why did the gold dragon flee?
I couldn't tell you, but I could tell you that that breath power that thing used was very powerful. Pretty much anything within a 2-mile radius of its
It was 100-ish feet.
100-foot radius of its breath thing is dead. Plants, animals, everything.
So you're telling me the delegation has been ruined, we are outmatched by these beasts, and that we should return to Antral.
Well, I think we should check in with Tala Annie and see what she says about all this. But I don't see any more that we can do really.
Would Mish have gone outside with us?
Oh, yes.
Krasar would turn to Mish and say,
Little gnome, what do we do next?
You know, I don't get to say this very often, but I have no idea. I think we head home. I mean, I highly doubt that the diplomats are going to come back tomorrow to keep talking.
I think it's over too.
Damn it.
We won't get paid though, will we, Mish?
Damn it.
We could we could maybe try to stop by Irion and find the gold worm and see what happened. See if he can tell us anything about what's going on.
If we just show up there just after an attack, they're going to assume we're related to it. I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, it clearly wasn't us. It was clearly another worm.
There's that.
That and those two other guards know that we were no danger. We were no threat.
And we shot the guy there.
Yeah. This just makes no sense. The hell was that guy? And what is this power that you two said you feel, you see?
I still feel it.
I didn't say anything about any power.
Oh, you didn't? Sorry.
yeah, she would have
Krasdar,
heard
be clear with me,
Krastar always.
please. Tell me what's going on.
Last night, I felt like something pulling me towards a certain direction. I wasn't sure if it was just an object or a person, so I didn't think anything of it. But it was only when I drank the flask of the kindred ale. And he kind of swallows and it's like, I still feel the power resonating within the body, though. That guard had it when he was walking up, but he was teleporting in and out. I don't think he was with everyone when they first walked in.
Yeah, they seem
We
to
also
realize
might
that.
it might do us well to find those other 3 that that guard was originally with before he teleported into the delegation.
No, because they said that he wasn't in the barracks where they were at, so they wouldn't know.
No, not the guards. The 3 men that he was with before he teleported away and disappeared on the outside.
I don't think they noticed him.
He never teleported. I cut him in half.
I know what you're
but
talking about,
he
Nick.
teleported into the.
Oh, he teleported into the yeah.
Building.
But I don't think the other
he was-
3 people. I
No,
don't
he
think
was
the other
with
3.
them.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think they knew he was there
Well, it could be
because
a
they
week.
could. Well, because he disappeared. And they
In
acted like
character,
something
Grar is going to just say, Nick, that's the only lead we've got. We might as well make an attempt.
So then we're not leaving.
Well, we should find them first, and if we can't find them, then we should head to Irion.
I want to get paid, so we should do our due diligence. But I worry that we linger too long and draw the ire of Solendar.
Then let's go
let's
find the
get to searching,
delegates.
yeah.
Okay. It's decided. Let's go quickly, though. I don't want to wait here any longer.
I'll search from the skies.
Good. Keep an eye on us, too. Make sure we're not attacked from the ground, either.
You got it, Nish.
All right,
And with
let's
that,
go.
I'll take off.
I know someone who can get us a boat. Let's go.
Before we walk away, I'm not trying to hide this. I want to walk up to Mish too and Eller, this mage has some sort of artifact, I believe, on his corpse. I can't discern its purpose. Hoping Jacob or Taliso will be able to. Do you know anything? Does anything on this corpse ring make sense to you?
You want me to look through it? And she looks in the bag and... I've done worse. I could investigate it, see if I can find anything.
Take a look.
That's a good roll. She's not going to use any points. Stunned silence as she pulls a small gold ring, human-sized, out of the pile of gore. Maybe this is what you're looking for?
What the hell? What did I roll?
You rolled like a 9.
No, I was super high. I want to curse Mish real quick. What did...
It was undiscoverable. He was in stone form. That's why you couldn't find it.
Okay.
It was camouflage. When you broke the stone spell, you also broke the camouflage spell that was on the ring.
Oh. Yes, that's very perceptive of you, Mish. Let me take a look at it.
Absolutely. I don't want to touch anything like that. Oh, come on. Oh, my...
I have to take the second one.
Oh, fuck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. I'm going to let you roll perception searching as well. Okay.
Oh my god.
Those are terrible. You don't determine... you can't get any kind of a read on what the nature of this ring is. But you do notice that there seems to be some runes, some very fine runes, slowly moving across the surface of the ring, front, outside and inside, and they're kind of like dancing around it almost. Seems kind of familiar to the two tablets, especially the one that you spent quite a bit of time investigating.
Well, Mish, we need answers. Fortune favors the bold. And I want to put the ring on.
Okay.
Grastar is going to interrupt him and put his hand on his shoulders and be like,
Me, brother, remember what happened to me? Are you sure you want to do this? Touch something we know nothing about?
I want answers, Krasdar.
Well, if you start teleporting, I'll have my hand on you. I'll go with you.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to put on the ring.
And you're holding him, Krasdar?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, can everyone?
Nope.
Latest, come over here, Nick.
Nope. Mm-mm.
I'm in the air. I'm in the skies.
No, I'm not doing it. I have better common sense than that. You do not take something magical and stick that shit in your finger because you know nothing
will
about
come
it.
and give you guys a group hug.
Yep, I'm
Zenek?
good.
You gonna join the hug?
No, I'm still hitting.
Oh, nothing's going to happen.
You can't always be lucky, bro. That's all I'm saying. You
Okay.
can't always be lucky.
So as you put on the ring, Krasdar and Grar, you both feel the various aspects of the fallen god retreat and get distant. It's very unsettling, but also kind of calming knowing that they're not as near to you as they were before. You hear a different voice, both you at the same time in your heads, saying, I see you met my brothers. I can help you get away from them.
We don't need help getting away. Professor says out loud.
Fafnir kind of like breaks the hug, like, what? I mean, I'll back up if you want me to. And he takes a step back.
I want to try and respond in my head. What is your name?
Greneth. I'm the hidden part of the Avatar, the aspects of the fallen god. I do not want them rejoined. The others do. You need to stop this. He cannot return.
Who was wearing you?
A foolish mortal who found me in a tomb long ago. I sustained him, but you've killed him now.
Why was he here?
I told him to come.
Why?
The worms have something I need. One of the tablets.
That's enough for now. I want to try and take off the ring.
Roll self-control. Or self-discipline.
Self-discipline.
10, 12. Krasdar, I want you to roll the same thing. Between the two of you,
13.
the fact that Krasdar is still touching you, he's kind of sharing this bond moment with you. You're able to pull the ring off.
I kind of want to turn to the group and relay to them.
The two aspects return back to their normal amount of presence as soon as you pull the ring off.
Yeah, there's a lot to tell them. So I don't tell them all everything now, but I guess I just want to say this ring is cursed. Spoke to Krasdar and I. Told us the dragons have a tablet of the fallen god. Wants it. I didn't get any other information besides that.
Hey, Whisper.
Yeah?
With my arcane lore, what kind of information did I pull?
Oh, I forgot you rolled that.
Yep. I have a reason why I'm doing that, by the way. 'Cause I'm just about tired of Gore's bullshit.
What are you looking for? What are you
I want to know what's going on. Literally, what's going on. I've had enough of the. So obviously, Linus knows there's shit going on, right?
Yes.
This has been going on for quite a while. And he's not stupid.
No,
And-
you're quite
And Gore, he knows that Gore's been floating full of shit as far as this whole stuff is happening around. Because first off, he knows what Krastar's been going through,
Yes.
and Gore's been acting really, really fucked up the last weeks. So at this point, I'm looking for anything I can find out because I don't believe anything Gore's saying to me. You see, this guy came to that point where, like I said, Linus is not an idiot. He sees what
No.
there's something going on for sure.
He certainly is not. I'm thinking. Because deception would tell if he's lying or not, but that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for answers as to what's going on here. Taking just the briefest look at the ring, and those runes are the exact same as the ones on the tablet that you have looked at. I can't remember if you've taken a good look at the second tablet, but they definitely match the one on the first.
All right.
It would make sense that this is a relic of the fallen god, and as such, an aspect would be attached to it. So his story that it's cursed.
Yeah, but I know there's more to it than that.
Yeah. You would.
So I'm gonna approach Gore. I'm gonna tell him flat out, I'm freaking done unless you come out with the truth right now. I'm done.
What does that mean?
Near is exactly what it means. There's too much deception about everything that's happening. What just happened exactly in that ring?
Maybe we should head to the inn and discuss there.
Mm-mm.
Or at least wait for Nick.
So, Nick, you eventually land.
I noticed that they've stopped moving, so
you land and there's a lot of tension.
What's going on, guys?
I'm just basically staring at Gore this whole time. I'm
gonna roll perception to see if I see the ring on my, as I approach the group.
Sure.
Do I see it?
You will have seen him tinkering with something on his hand. It's safe to assume there was a ring. I don't know if Gar's just still holding it in an open palm or if he's put it in a bag or something.
Yeah, Grar's going to retell the story. I mean, most of the details. I'm just going to say the only detail Grar is not going to say is just what Grar talks to the god in his head about, but that's it.
Okay.
So everything. I don't know. Do you need me to say it out?
Crastar would probably be watching Mish, since he's never trusted her, considering she's also a woman.
Jeez. Krasdar, roll perception empathy. I'm gonna say Lytus gets a chance to detect that you're still holding something back. So Lytus, roll empathy. Grar, roll deception.
What is it that what is the main? It doesn't matter. What is a deception? What?
Perception.
Oh, right.
Deception is communication. Perception is empathy, which is what you're rolling. You failed. So you don't detect that he's holding something back. You feel quite satisfied that he's told you a lot of information, though. Everything but his personal conversations with Huskarlaw, he's told.
Which isn't too much, because I don't know too much.
Oh, we're not
just
done.
So we're all on the same page. So what I'm going to recount to everyone.
Krasdar, watching Mish, he seems very surprised that Grar has also been afflicted by this curse. And you detect just a little bit of disappointment that he didn't come out with it the way that... Have you told Mish about it, by the way? Has anyone told Mish about Krasdar?
No.
I think when it very first happened, I took aside the whole group and Mish.
I believe you did that too. Okay.
Well,
but
that
honestly,
and Grar.
the thing you're reading more than anything else on Mish is a fear of this disbanding. She's worried that all of you are on separate pages, and she just is trying to find a way to get you all back together on one focused agenda, but she's not seeming to be able to think of a good way to do that right now. Sorry for interrupting, Zenik. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, and despite that, Grar said it told Mish when he went to the middle of the room to explain. And then he stopped him because he didn't know how to explain it to her. So and then Krastar took over.
Oh, right. He was going to, but he didn't actually.
Well, yeah, he told her that there was voices in his head. Like he heard something the night before.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Yeah.
So,
But he didn't.
She would be
But that's pretty much where he stopped because he didn't know how to explain it.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. Lytus, I think you said you had more questions to ask.
I'll wait till we get back to the end. Like he asked. But this shit ain't over, brother.
Grar has recounted everything. What this consists of from his mind is that Krasdar was cursed when he touched the tablet. I became cursed by, I forget the name, Havash's mouth. When I touched Hazkrala, the mouth, when I touched the tablet, and it speaks to me every now and then, and it told me to follow Krasdar today, and that when I put on this ring, it basically, I recounted everything it told me. That's everything.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense that if this one wants... Actually, I should say this in character. Well, if the aspect in the ring doesn't want them all to get back together, Grar, why would your and Krasdar's aspects be pointing you towards the ring?
Because they obviously want it.
That is a
They
very
want to unify.
Well, my question about that would be, why would the runes on the ring match one of the tablets?
Well, because they're all aspects of the fallen god.
Yeah, but then they would match the runes on both of the tablets, not just one.
Nick, you know that the runes match.
It matches on both the tablets. I have transcriptions for both the tablets.
Oh, okay.
Which, by the way, Grar, once we get into a secure location, I would like to see if I could transcribe the runes on the ring.
That is fine. I plan on turning the ring over to Taliso when we return, as we do with all relics. But those are good questions, Nick. The arcane workings of these are above my knowledge. Taliso and Jacob will have to inform us of their meaning.
First, we have to get the tablets.
It said that there was another tablet with the Worm Lords, right?
Correct.
We should probably get that before we go home.
I don't know if we stand a chance going there.
we're gonna have to strike a deal or something, or else heads will roll.
Ours? You saw what one of those creatures did. That's a rogue. That's one without the force of the worm lords behind it.
Then we'll just have to catch them when they're not in their worm form.
Well, the diplomat that he attacked would know that we were not behind it, so we should seek him out.
I worry that we are in over our heads. I'd prefer to take this relic back to Jacob as soon as possible. He can redispatch us if he believes it wise.
I would too. I think we need to regroup and have a better plan than just attacking the most well-defended nation on the whole realm.
Okay, I'll defer to majority.
I know something's wrong with Mish and I agree.
Unfortunately. Damn it. We're not getting paid either, damn it.
We could still kill and rob some locals.
Or we could not.
Mish?
God, it's been such a bad day for her. I'm almost tempted to have her agree with you.
A little killing always makes me feel better.
I'm going to go book us passage. If you can find someone who deserves it, I'll be more than happy to help you kill them. But we're not killing random locals.
Krastar looks to Grar and says, Krastar is ready for a good smash. One body isn't enough. Krastar
Nick.
needs more.
Nick,
Guys,
what were
I
them
think
four?
we should
Nick,
try.
what were
to
them
find-
4 guys that were sitting with you at breakfast?
I think we should try to find those 3 guys that were with the teleporting guard before he teleported in.
I'll help you search, Nick.
All right.
Krastar will go with.
All of you go. Find them. If they know anything about this, they could be helpful. I'll secure a passage for wherever our next step is.
And I want to say to Mish, be sure this captain is more savvy than the last. My presence brings great threats out on the ocean.
You want me to find someone who's willing to fight the creatures?
No, I want you to find someone who won't get caught.
I'll look around and see who's available.
Mish, we don't have to be comfortable. We just have to be unseen.
Fair enough. Alright. I'll ask around on the island and see what I can find. Good luck in your search.
Let's go search.
At that point, I think we're going to wrap it unless you guys have any last role-playing bits you want to take care of right now.
Nope. Next week, though, Grar. Next week.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we're not done. That's what I'm talking about.
As far as Grar's concerned, he's done.
I hear you. Linus sees stuff. He just doesn't say shit till he's had enough.
I mean, the only thing left withheld is a conversation I had privately in my head.
No. It's accumulation.
That's
Well,
fair.
we said next week. Next week.
I'm actually kind of curious what the hell he's talking about, too. I guess we'll find out.
I know what it is. He wants to touch the ring.
No, fuck no. I got
You can have the ring. I'll give him the ring. I'm going to give it to Cobb.
Share the load, Sam. Share the load.
With my character's intelligence score, I can't say that he would miss a bunch of things that have been happening lately.
No.
So, I mean, he has to be privy to some of the things that Gwar's been doing.
What are these things I've been doing?
I don't know. Maybe using the party against itself. I'm just saying, maybe that thing's happening.
I feel like I was a good model of the party. I behaved. Krasner's the one who did murdering.
Uh-huh.
I think I can...
Technically, Krastar didn't murder anyone.
So, if Mish had to grade our performance this day, what would she give everyone for listening and doing what she wants?
Yeah, wait. I want individual grades as well as a group grade.
Oh, hell. I think everyone but Krasdar gets an A.
Yeah,
It's an A. An A for what?
I should get an A plus. I brought her the ring.
An A for not murder.
I'm glad. I like everything you did, Crowstar. I think it made my life better.
Mm-hmm. There it is, right there. There it is. There it is.
What?
Next week. We'll get to it next week.
Alright, I'll see you guys next week. I gotta wake up early in the morning.
See you, man. Hopefully we have Fafner back. Someone's going to have to fill him in.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I hope so.
Alright, night guys.
Good.
Later.
Later.
You guys.
Oh, bloody hell.
Now, were you expecting me to kill the guy?
I wasn't sure.
Now, let's say I didn't kill him. What would have happened?
He would have probably
He teleported.
teleported away.
Would it have been one of the situations where we would have seen him again, or has it been like, it's done, it's over, never see him again because he's just teleporting all over the place?
He would have come back. Well, he's seeking the tablets, so you would have seen him eventually when he tried to raid the guild.
Oh, I guess it's a good thing he's dead.
Yeah, probably.
And Crastar has good central judgment on who to kill him, and I'm pretty certain of that.
That's questionable at times. So far, it's going well, but I fear the repercussions are going to steamroll you guys eventually.
Eventually. Now, you said someone already left?
My other game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one was that? Was it the, oh wait, no, Holy Vitter, he's still there.
It was the lady with the aerial icon, I think. See if I can find her.
It's in general chat.
Bloodied porcelain. Yeah, she said she's not up for playing a game with a minor. 19's more than old enough. I have no concern about 19. 15, sure, I would get that, but 19's pretty damn.
Now, is there someone who's 15?
I don't think I saw anyone who was 15.
She just quit out right then and there, huh?
Yeah, she just sent me a PM and then disappeared, and I'm not even friends, so I can't send any messages back. Just gone.
Yeah, she must have been really looking into that role playing then, huh?
Oh boy. I've got 3 plus I've got one other person who's not going to join the server until Saturday, so
Oh, okay.
I might grab one more off Reddit, but otherwise it'll have to do.
Yeah, probably have to, huh?
How dare they not join my awesome, amazing game?
I'm having a blast.
I hope everyone is. Everyone seems to be, which makes me quite happy. That is my goal after all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the point of it. You want people to be entertained.
What's that?
I said that's the point of it, though. You want
Yeah.
people to be entertained.
Exactly. Immerse yourself in the other for a little while. I don't know what the hell is going on in 5e chat.
Jesus. I'll leave you to deal with it. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. See ya.
See ya.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So fighter. Nameless goon. Is it? That's hurting. Is this phage chat? Why am I awake?